हाय गाइस, मेरा वाईफाई की ऐसी की तैसी वाईफाई बंद हो गया था मेरा, वापस से चालू करना पड़ रहा है अभी। कोई ना, अपन वो वीडियो देखते हैं, वापस से देखना पड़ेगा। आओ।
है वो अप्रैल 2024 में
पिंकी के
भारतवर्ष में
वाईफाई के
वापस आता है।
नशे वही
एंड
ना
जैसे ही
यार।
आता है, इसके जो प्लेयर्स हैं, इसके जो फैंस हैं, उनके अंदर एक खुशी का उबार ज़रूर उछल के आता है। लेकिन जब हमारी टीम में से हमारे जो सदस्य हैं वो जाके थग भाई, जो कि 8 बिट थग या तो फिर कह लो एसेट यूएल के जो को फाउंडर है, उनसे पूछते हैं कि थग भाई ई स्पोर्ट्स सिनारियो इन एमएल बेबी, तो वो क्या कहते हैं, चलिए वो सुनते हैं।
थक भाई एमएलबीबी सीन इन इंडिया, कोशिश चल रही है सीन बनाने की, देखते हैं।
जैसा कि थक भाई ने बताया, अभी तक तो पता नहीं, पर देखते हैं, ये देखना रहेगा, क्योंकि जब तक ऑफिशियल अनाउंसमेंट नहीं होता है तब तक हम कुछ ज़्यादा बता नहीं सकते हैं। लेकिन अगर हम वर्ल्ड वाइड बात करें, पूरे विश्व भर की बात करें, तो ये गेम ऐसा है जो मोबाइल के अंदर सबसे ज़्यादा खेला जाता है। और इसका जो टूर्नामेंट या तो फिर ई स्पोर्ट्स है, वो मोबाइल गेमिंग की बात करें तो काफ़ी ज़्यादा आगे निकल चुका है। मतलब तकरीबन पीसी के जो बड़े गेम्स है, डोटा 2, उसके कंपेयर में भी देखें तो इसका व्यूअरशिप अब जैसे जैसे मोबाइल गेम्स का मतलब वर्चस्व बढ़ता जा रहा है ना, तो वैसे ही अगर हम कंपेयर करें तो ये पीसी गेम्स को भी पीछे छोड़ता जा रहा है। देखिए, अगर हम रिसेंटली बात करें, जो ई स्पोर्ट्स अवार्ड हुआ था, उसके अंदर भी बेस्ट
कट
मोबाइल
करके
ई
चलाओ।
स्पोर्ट्स गेम
नहीं
ऑफ द
नहीं,
ईयर का जो अवार्ड है,
जो
वो भी
नए
जीता
लोग
था
हैं,
मोबाइल लेजेंड्स बैंग बैंग
जो
ने। ये
नए लोग हैं
2024 की
उनको फिर
बात है।
बीच में से
और
पता
जैसा कि आपको
देखने को
पता है,
मिलेगा ना,
ई
इसलिए
स्पोर्ट्स
पूरा
वर्ल्ड
देख
कप
लेते हैं
जो कि रियाद में हुआ था,
अगेन।
उसके अंदर भी ये गेम भी था,
दिक्कत
और
कहाँ है?
उसमें इसका प्राइस पुल था 3 मिलियन US डॉलर। एक काफ़ी बड़ा प्राइस पुल होता है। एक और चीज़ आपको बताना चाहूँगा कि उसके अंदर हमारे 2 इंडियन प्लेयर्स भी खेलने गए थे और रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे थे नेपाल की टीम को। नेपाल की तरफ से वो खेलने के लिए गए थे, लेकिन वो इंडिया से हैं, तो एक अच्छी बात ये भी दर्शाता है कि इंडियन प्लेयर्स के अंदर वो क्षमता है कि वो ग्लोबल प्लेयर्स के साथ भी टक्कर देने के लिए तैयार है, ग्लोबल प्लेयर के साथ खेलने के लिए भी तैयार है। क्योंकि देखिए, इंडिया के अंदर ऐसे प्लेयर्स निकल के आते हैं जो उनको ट्रेनिंग मिलती है, तो उनको पता है कि किस हिसाब से आगे यहाँ से खेला जाता है। इंडिया के अंदर क्षमता है, अगर प्रॉपर गाइडेंस मिलता है तो इंडिया के अंदर वो दम है कि वो ग्लोबल मार्केट में भी अपना नाम काफ़ी ज़्यादा ऊपर लेके जा सकते हैं।
एमएलबीबी स्पोर्ट इन इंडिया अभी तक तो पता नहीं, बट टाइम देखते हैं।
जैसा कि अभी आपने सुना, कोशिश चल रही है, तो ज़रूर कोशिश तो भरपूर मात्रा में चल रही है, क्योंकि अगर आप मोबाइल लेजेंड्स के प्लेयर हैं तो आपको पता होगा कि कई सारे जो कम्युनिटी टूर्नामेंट्स हैं वो चल रहे हैं। अगर आप प्लेयर नहीं है तो सुन लीजिए कि इस गेम के अंदर अभी जो कम्युनिटी टूर्नामेंट चल रहे हैं उसमें कई सारे प्राइस पुल रखे जाते हैं। 5,000 डायमंड, 50,000 डायमंड, 1 लाख डायमंड, तो इस तरह से कई सारे जो डायमंड्स के प्राइस पुल है वो कई सारे चल रहे हैं। एक साथ मल्टीपल्स टूर्नामेंट जो कम्युनिटी के हैं वो चल रहे हैं। तो इन प्लेयर्स को डायमंड्स दे के मोटिवेशन करने के लिए जो टूर्नामेंट है वो करवाया जाता है। और एक और बात बता दूं जिनको पता नहीं है, ये जो डायमंड है वो मोबाइल लेजेंड्स की इन गेम करेंसी है, और एक डायमंड की जो वैल्यू है वो 1.5 रुपीज़ से भी ज़्यादा है। अगर इस गेम की बात करें, जो इंटरनेशनली प्लेयर्स हैं तो फिर इंटरनेशनल मार्केट के जो खिलाड़ी हैं, अगर वो भी है, वो भी समझते हैं कि इंडिया मार्केट के अंदर कितना दम है, कितना पोटेंशियल है, क्योंकि वो करके दिखलाया था वाइट फीदर्स अरीना ने। उनका जो एक फेदर शोडाउन हुआ था, उनके अंदर उन्होंने इंटरनेशनल कास्टर्स को बुला के कास्टिंग करवाई थी। तो ये दर्शाता है कि इंडियन ऑर्ग के अंदर भी कितनी क्षमता है। ये जो कास्टर्स हैं वो मोबाइल लेजेंड्स यानी कि मोबाइल लेजेंड्स बैंग बैंग के ऑफिशियल इवेंट्स होते हैं उनके अंदर देखे जाते हैं, जो कि है लियो एंड मेरी को। इनके साथ जो और 2 साथी मित्र हैं वो भी देखने को मिले थे। उनकी जो एक क्लिप है वो आप देख सकते हो हमारे इधर। और उनके साथ जो है हमारे इंडिया के इंग्लिश के जो कास्टर्स हैं, जो कि लेजेंड्स हैं, स्क्रेडिएट एंड क्रोनोस, उनकी भी जो बातचीत हुई थी, तो वो भी एक क्लिप है, वो भी आप देख सकते हो।
Hey Trex.
What's up, Kronos?
Hey Gideon.
Hi, Kronos.
So there's a tournament in India called the Feathered Arc Showdown. Thought you guys could just come by, give us your insights, and also see what India is all about, especially in the Mobile Legends 5v5 scene. So what say, guys?
That'd be great. I would love to.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah, I'd definitely love to do that, man. So I guess I'll
See you soon, India, at the Feathered Arc Showdown.
See you soon, India, at the Feathered Arc Showdown.
I'll see you soon, India, at the Feathered Arc Showdown.
ई स्पोर्ट्स की बात को थोड़ी देर के लिए साइड में रखते हैं। आप नए प्लेयर या तो फिर पुराने प्लेयर है, उससे फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता है। अगर आप ये गेम खेलते हैं तो आपका जो फेवरेट हीरो है, फेवरेट कैरेक्टर है इस गेम के अंदर, वो कौन सा है, कमेंट सेक्शन में हमारे साथ बताइए। क्योंकि हमारी जो फेवरेट कंटेंट क्रिएटर है BGMI की काशवी जी, उन्होंने तो अपने फेवरेट हीरो हमको बता दिए हैं।
Favorite hero in MLBB is Nana. Second favorite is Odette. Third is Mia. And बस ये तीन ही आते हैं मुझे। Rask and जो सब टॉक्सिक वाले हैं खेल लेती हूँ कभी कभी मैं, कभी कभार। MLBB के लैन में, यार MLBB का लैन हो रहा है मुंबई में, इंडिया में। श्रुतिका आपने अब तक नहीं स्टार्ट किया ना? आप वो तो हो, आप
ग्रैंड मास्टर 5 या कुछ 4।
क्या बात कर रहे हो? तो ऐड करो मुझे।
तो जैसा कि अभी आपने काशवी जी के फेवरेट हीरोज़ के नाम सुने और उनके साथ कृतिका जी की जो बात हुई वो भी आपने सुनी, उससे आपको ये तो पता चल गया होगा कि BGMI के जो पॉपुलर क्रिएटर हैं वो भी इस गेम को खेलना स्टार्ट कर चुके हैं। और जैसे कि हमने उनको लैन इवेंट के बारे में पूछा तो थोड़ा सा चौंक गए। क्यों चौंकेंगे क्यों नहीं, ये गेम अभी आया है और आने के साथ ही लैन इवेंट लेके आ चुका है। ये एक बहुत बड़ी बात, इसका क्रेडिट जाता है बैटल नाइट ई स्पोर्ट्स को। बैटल नाइट ई स्पोर्ट्स एक ऐसी ऑर्ग है जो इंडिया के अंदर मोबाइल लेजेंड्स के जो कम्युनिटी है, उसके जो टूर्नामेंट्स है, उनके अंदर उनका सबसे ज़्यादा योगदान है। क्योंकि इनका जो बड़ा प्राइस पूल वाला टूर्नामेंट होता है मोबाइल लेजेंड्स 5v5 का, वो भी ऑर्गेनाइज करते रहते हैं बैटल नाइट ई स्पोर्ट्स। बैटल नाइट ई स्पोर्ट्स ने अब सुपर से भी ऊपर वाला काम करके दिखा दिया है। क्योंकि इनका जो करंट ऑनगोइंग टूर्नामेंट है जो कि है नॉर्थ ईस्ट कप, हालांकि इनका नाम नॉर्थ ईस्ट कप है, लेकिन इनके अंदर इंडिया के जो सबसे बेस्ट टीम्स है वो खेल रहे हैं। इंडिया के जो बड़े टीम्स है वो इनके फिनाले में जाने वाला है। और फिनाले से एक बात मैं आपको बता दूं कि दोस्तों, इनका जो फिनाले है वो होने वाला है आसाम गुवाहाटी के अंदर लैंड इवेंट, जिसका प्राइस पूल है $3000 और उसके साथ साथ ये लोग प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं 2.5 लाख से भी ज़्यादा डायमंड। और दर्शक जो है, व्यूवर्स जो है, उनके गिववे के लिए भी और डायमंड्स यहाँ पे दिए जा रहे हैं। उसके अलावा यहाँ पे जो कॉस्प्ले इवेंट होगा उस इवेंट के अंदर भी 25,000 INR का प्राइस पूल रखा जा रहा है। तो ये दर्शाता है कि कितनी कोशिश की जा रही है इंडिया के अंदर इस गेम को बूस्ट करने की, जिसमें बैटल नाइट ई स्पोर्ट्स जो है वो टूर्नामेंट सेक्शन के अंदर, ई स्पोर्ट्स सेक्शन के अंदर जो है सबसे ज़्यादा योगदान देते हुए दिख रहे हैं इस गेम में। BGMI के क्रिएटर्स की हमने इतनी बात की, तो उसके साथ साथ आपको एक और चीज़ बता दें। BGMI या तो फिर कह लो PUBG मोबाइल, जो इंडिया में BGMI या तो फिर PUBG मोबाइल में गॉड माने जाते हैं, जो कि ये सॉल मॉर्टल, वो भी ये गेम को खेल रहे हैं। उसका भी एक क्लिप आपको दिखाते हैं। और उनके साथ साथ जो पट हेडशॉट के नाम से जो जाने जाते हैं डायनेमो भाई, वो भी इस गेम के बारे में क्या कह रहे हैं वो भी एक झलक आपको दिखाते हैं।
कौन सा गेम है? मोबाइल लेजेंड्स बैंग बैंग। मतलब मोबाइल लेजेंड्स, अरे मैं उल्टा क्यों बोल रहा हूँ यार, मोबाइल लेजेंड्स बैंग बैंग नहीं है यार, पता नहीं क्या है, कोई तो गेम है ये। ये है गाइस मोबाइल लेजेंड्स 5v5। बाहर के देश में इसको मोबाइल लेजेंड्स बैंग बैंग के नाम से जाना जाता है। इंडिया में कुछ कारणवश, कुछ रीजन की वजह से ये लॉन्च नहीं हो पाया था, तो इसको एक अलग नाम।
डीआर शाउट आउट दे दो।
ड्रैगन बिग शाउट आउट टू यू बडी, थैंक यू फॉर द 100 मान। सामने वालों का एक बेस होता है, उनके टावर्स होते हैं, आपके टावर्स होते हैं। वो लोग आपके टावर तोड़ेंगे, आपको उनके टावर तोड़ने हैं, उनका बेस तोड़ना है। जो जिसके पहले बेस तोड़ देगा वो जीत जाएगा। ऐप स्टोर पे नहीं दिख रहा, ये ऐप स्टोर पे नहीं है, ये प्ले स्टोर पे है। अगर ऐप स्टोर पे ये गेम चाहिए तो तुम्हें वो करना पड़ेगा, अपना रीजन वगैरह चेंज करना पड़ेगा थोड़ा सा, मतलब बहुत वियर्ड सीन्स है। तो वो मैं बाद में बता दूँगा अगर इंटरेस्ट होगा खेलने में तो, क्योंकि बहुत से लोग को ये गेम खेलने में इंटरेस्ट नहीं आता है। क्योंकि बहुत से लोगों के लिए गेम सिर्फ बंदूक पकड़े गोली मारना ही है। ऐसा नहीं है गाइस, गेम सिर्फ बंदूक पकड़े गोली मारना नहीं है, या गेम सिर्फ कार रेसिंग नहीं है। गेम्स अलग अलग चीज़ें भी है, जैसे ये मोबाइल लेजेंड्स MLBB। आपको पता है अभी इसका टूर्नामेंट चल रहा था कल परसों, मैं देख रहा था, 7.5 लाख या 6.5 लाख की वॉचिंग आ रही थी। सोचो 6.5 लाख की वॉचिंग, बताओ, है ना सही चीज। तो इंडिया में अभी तक ये गेम इतना ज्यादा रिकॉग्निशन नहीं मिल पाया है, ऑल्दो नॉर्थ ईस्ट साइड में बहुत खेलते हैं इस गेम। आई गेस नॉर्थ ईस्ट में ये गेम बहुत ज्यादा पॉपुलर है, बहुत चलता है अपने नॉर्थ ईस्ट में, आसाम, मिजोरम, नागालैंड, ये सब जगह पे। तो होपफुली पूरे इंडिया में अगर ये गेम फैल जाएगा तो कितनी अच्छी बात है ना, मज़ा आएगा, है कि नहीं?
यहाँ तक आ चुके हो, मतलब आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आ रहा है, आपको ये गेम भी जो काफ़ी पसंद आ रहा है। तो देखिए, अगर आपको ये गेम पसंद आ रहा है और आपके फ़ोन में ये गेम नहीं है तो आप इसको डाउनलोड कर सकते हो प्ले स्टोर से। इसका जो नेम है वो है मोबाइल लेजेंड्स 5v5। हालांकि डिस्क्रिप्शन पे आपको लिंक भी मिल जाएगी। उसके अलावा अगर आप ऐप स्टोर पर डाउनलोड करना चाहते हो तो अभी के लिए ऐप स्टोर पर अवेलेबल नहीं है, लेकिन वहाँ पर किस तरह से डाउनलोड किया जाता है वो भी हमने बताया हुआ है। जो मेथड है वो भी हमने शेयर की है डिस्क्रिप्शन में, उस वीडियो का लिंक भी आपको दे दूंगा। और जैसे ही ऑफिशियली ऐप स्टोर पे आता है उसका अपडेट हम आपको दे देंगे। तो ये जो गेम है इसके अंदर क्षमता ज़रूर है आगे बढ़ने की। ये जो गेम है कोशिश भरपूर कर रहा है। और अगर आप मोबाइल लेजेंड्स के प्लेयर हैं तो इस वीडियो को शेयर करना अपने दोस्तों के साथ जो मोबाइल लेजेंड्स ट्राई करना चाहते हैं, उनके साथ शेयर करें ताकि वो भी समझ पाए कि ये गेम के अंदर कितनी क्षमता है। वीडियो अच्छा लगा हो तो लाइक ज़रूर कर देना एंड अपने दोस्तों के साथ शेयर करना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलना। इतनी आपसे गुजारिश करना चाहूँगा। मैं एसएम गेमर लेना चाहूँगा आपसे अलविदा। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
नाइस वन एसएम, मैंने तो ऑलरेडी लाइक कर रखा है। गाइस जाके कमेंट करना मत भूलना, ठीक है? कमेंट करना बिल्कुल भी मत भूलना। बहुत लोगों ने कमेंट किया, आप लोग भी कमेंट करो। नाइस, लव फ्रॉम राना प्लेस, नाइस चिल बॉय। आपने जाके कमेंट भी कर दिया, नाइस वन यार। Dynamo sir putting the efforts, yeah. बहुत लोगों ने कमेंट किया, आप लोग भी कमेंट करना और ज़रूर लिखना लव फ्रॉम नाना प्लेस जैसे चिली बॉय ने लिखा है। उसी के साथ हम चलते हैं अब हमारे टूर्नामेंट वाली मैच की तरफ। फर्स्ट मैच INT
we might
है,
get one, but we might risk getting
INT का
giving away
फर्स्ट
two.
मैच।
So they are trying to choke out the chip as well as the Matilda. So there is no Matilda airline composition with the Alpha or the Export. I think that's their strategy so far.
I think what INT is trying to feel up is the side lanes because from what I see, they are choking them out really well. So what I think the assumption made by INT is that these Sacred Souls does not have a very diverse pool in these side lanes, like especially the gold lane, because they're really like choking out the Nathan and the Harith, and they don't want that Benedetta. I feel the Benedetta is more of a respect ban. Nathan and Harith are more of they're trying to just lock down that gold lane. But anyway, we see the first pick being Suyo from the side of these Sacred Souls. Completely actually forgot about him. Suyo having an amazing 60% ban rate throughout this tournament. Really high, by the way. It's one of the top ban rates out there aside from Chip, and he's already been picked up. That's really good for the side of the Sacred Souls. Meanwhile, Aurora and Khalid coming out from INT, they want to deny that kill box,
डोटा
but
का
they
प्रैक्टिस
still
है।
go
ओह
ahead with the
अच्छा,
Eve
बेस्ट
and
ऑफ
Gatot,
है
which is a
प्रैक्टिस चिली
very good
चिली
setup
बॉय।
for that killbox comp. Like Eve goes with the ult, Gatot follows up with his AOG avatar of the Guardian, and meanwhile Suyo just comes in for the finisher. Meanwhile, Ogi shadow kill will be good dive potential alongside the Raging Sandstorm for the side of INT. They picked up the Khalid with the Hayabusa. The Aurora can also freeze turrets with her Frigid Glacier and Frozen Breath. So that is a very good dive comp coming out from INT, I'd say, Dre.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. They are going in. I mean, whenever you pick up the Khalid, you want to go in for the dive-in composition as much as you can. And Aura is an engaged as well as a disengaged tool on your end. So that is a good thing.
बहुत ज़्यादा
On the
आवाज़
other
ज़्यादा
hand,
करें।
the TSS, I guess you can say Eve is also kind of not a dive out, more of a zoning out. So Suyu and Gatot, or perhaps their marksman, can get a lot of window,
हेलो
so they can
अब्दुल,
free hit
welcome to the
easily without
stream,
the
कैसे
perhaps the fire
आप?
or the
गुड
tank
इवनिंग।
coming in from the INT. They want to zone them out, so the Suyu has the zoning out potential. But with the Matilda being banned out, I have to see if they're gonna be picking up anything else. But look at that. INT there, but I almost forgot to mention Vic, the XP laner for TSS. He has been playing Benedetta and Chow mostly on the XP lane, and they are choking him out so badly. I think we might see a Gato EXP lane because TSS has been using Gato roam so far. But what do you think? What EXP lane can really fare off against the mobility that the Khalid really has on his surfboard? Like, other than Benedetta and Chow, I don't think other EXP laners can match that.
Well, not gonna lie, this is quite an unusual set of bans for the side of INT, like coming out from INTs per se. but I think this makes sense, like from what you said, since if Cho and Benedetta are all they're playing, then why not
आंटी
just
क्यों
ban
बोल
out the
रहे हो यार
Cho and
बैंगन?
Benedetta, because
What?
that's really gonna limit the hero pool that they can bring out on that
ब्लू
XP
कलर
lane.
मिले मुझे
Because when it comes to
आईफोन का.
choking, INT is on
नाइस.
top.
डिस्कॉर्ड पे फोटो शेयर
Anyway, like
करना.
we're seeing the Van and Moscow ban, so
शेयर
even
गैलरी में.
lower gold lane pool for both sides for
INT.
now. And both sides have really not picked a gold laner yet either. So it might actually be coming down to, the picks that are left. But there are quite a few left. There's the Ixia left for the Sacred Souls, since it matches their composition. And meanwhile, INT can go for more of a Beatrix pickup right here, because it does match their dive comp. Beatrix has good siege potential. Meanwhile, they go for the Tigreal, really good pickup for INT. Their dive comp and their counter engage also potentially is really good. But the side of the Sacred Souls has a very good kill box. I think a Rafaela could have, kind of nullified the amount of kill potential that the Sacred Souls have with all their ultimates. Wouldn't you agree, Ray?
You bring out a really good point, and Rafaela would have countered the killbox composition that so far TSS is going for. And if they go in for the Ixia, just like you mentioned, it will be like full zoned in. So yeah, Rafaela would have been perfect, but I
be able to beat the choking curse that he has, or is it gonna be a game for the Sacred Souls to just take it home? Because right now I'm siding more with I could side
डिस्कॉर्ड
with
क्या
either
होता
team's
है?
draft. I see the
लॉल.
logic behind both of them.
ठीक है
I can see
अब्दुल.
them both
कोई
executing these
सीन
drafts
नहीं.
very well, especially Bruno's like potential to just juggle those balls right here
डिस्कॉर्ड
is
पे
really high, since he
थे तो
has those
सही आप.
slows from the to catch up and isolate these targets. But anyways, guys, we're in the land of Dawn, and we can see that Taylor on that Bruno is going straight to the gold lane. Meanwhile, we can see that both junglers are getting their respective leashes from the mage and the roamer, and it's actually it seems to me that it's gonna be a Gutout roam and Edith XP, like you said, Ray.
Yeah, I am very familiar because I'm from Assam myself, so I really wanted to see which teams will be representing my state. So I have done a little bit of my homework as well, and I see what they're really going for. And yeah, it's as predicted. But so far, I'm willing to see how they will be executing both of their composition. Like just like I mentioned, Killbox composition against a dive-in one. They do have a re-engage tools with the Edit as well. So at the end of the day, the execution is what I'm really after. Other than that, both junglers are just relaxing, clearing out their lanes. Nothing was going to be happening until the first turtle fight, unless Venom tries to go on the engage on the bot lane, though. If he's taken quite low, I think that should be
But he
communicated by. Okay, Hayabusa wasn't really aware of it. I think that was an easy kill, but anyways, he will be retreating.
I think Hayabusa just wants to focus on his farm for now. Meanwhile, Kev getting into a bit of a tussle. Both sides, but you can see that Tig is just waiting and waiting for his mid laner to clear the XP lane.
Thank you
Meanwhile,
for
he's gonna go for the mid
subscribing.
and try to get this level 4 just before the
64k
turtle.
हुआ
And
है
meanwhile, he goes
15 का.
straight for the
अच्छा.
engage on the Eve, Ray.
Yeah, I think the rotation wasn't coming in from the Eve. The mid lane and the EXP lane rotation that usually comes in, but the turtle fight might be on. Gotot is trying to spawn the Khalid as much as possible. Look at the RWM coming in, as well as the Raging Sandstorm being baited out. Hayabusa trying to swing for a sneaky save, and he secures it. Mura getting knocked up, but oh my god, what is happening? There's so many resources being wasted, but Suyu will be the first blood as Hayabusa secures it right after the turtle. Might be going in for a double kill. He wants the triple, but he will be retreating as Lord on the Eve is a little bit out of his zone, and he will be going back to the view of a really positive trade to the hands of Team INT so far.
Northeast, but they
Well,
are.
that is definitely a good setup
Why
that INT
they
had
are
over there.
English sound
Getting
like
that level
South?
4
Lol.
to get the implosion from the Tigreal was definitely the win con that they had in mind over there. They executed it flawlessly, and the fact that these Sacred Souls went for a turtle contest was a bit questionable. There we can see the Khalid diving in off camera, getting a kill on the Eve as well. That's a bit unfortunate, but it's still a salvageable situation for these Sacred Souls. They just need to stop taking fights that they're not really well equipped to go for, because you can see right now they went for the turtle fight despite the fact that they lost XP in the start, and right now they're trying to salvage the gold lane because they've taken so many unfavorable fights that right now 90 is just trying to leverage that and go for a gold lane rotation, because they know now there's no objective on the XP lane. Might as well get our gold laner into a good lead. Meanwhile, Lito taken up by the Hayabusa, and meanwhile the gold crab stolen as well. And Aurora going for a bit more of the smoke.
Welcome,
Lot
welcome
of
to the
map pressure being
stream.
exerted
Good
by Anti right
evening.
now. It's not looking very good for the Sacred Souls. There seems to be an engagement on the mid side Ray.
Yeah, I think they're just poking it out as much as possible, trying to force out the recalls because we're still quite in the early game. Top lane though, Hayabusa looking for the Yogi Shadow kill, doesn't really quite get the opportunity, but he's still waiting
Thank
there. And in
you.
trying to push Venom and Scarecrow, pressuring on
Thank
the
you for
map.
subscribing.
Imagine though, coming from behind, Bruno does have the Purify spell yet, so they will be just be retreating, knowing it's still up, and they will be going towards the turtle, which already been started by Khalid. So they already have a lot of map control on their hands. Despite not many turrets fallen, you can see the dominance that's coming. But oh,
ये
look at
कोई
that.
दूसरी
Engaged.
बंदी की
Imagine a
पिक है
little
ना
off
आंटी की?
positioning.
नहीं रे
Middle
बाबा,
glacier being
मेरा
baited
खुद
out
का
as
है.
well.
फेस
So
रिवील कर
things
दिया
might not
मैंने.
be as smooth as they expected, because Suyu, he has already started a turtle. Might see an engage. Oh, Earth Shadow connect. Not connecting. The Khalid looking for an opportunity. Raging Sandstorm coming in. Look at the Vitalized. Hayabusa with the Uki Shadow kill does not secure the turtle. Gets out of the RWM. And they all, both of the teams will be retreating without any casualties, except for Imagine earlier.
Well, that was definitely a good fight played out by these Sacred Souls. They managed to get the pick off and leveraged it and punished INT for it immediately. This is exactly the kind of gameplay I wanted to see from these Sacred Souls right from the very start. They're able to, they just, when you see a Tigreal on the enemy, just go for the Tigreal. And meanwhile, we see on mid lane, Aurora is managing to get out a lot of poke, but putting herself in a bit of a compromising situation. But since she does know, Kev does know that Venom is like waiting in the bush for a re-engage. So, and I think even these Sacred Souls kind of smelt the blood in the water. Meanwhile, Imagine going for an implosion over there. Quite a misengage, to be fair. AOG comes in, Imagine able to dodge it out pretty well though, Ray.
Yeah, like a lot of resources wasted there. Both tanks used up their ult, and Clint also used up his flicker, so he will be a little vulnerable to Abaddon on that Suyu if Abaddon really tries to prioritize the goal lane. But so far, I think they are just trying to focus on the objective, because if you look at that, the goal lane is getting choked down. The first set already down in 6 minutes into the game. Clint will have a lot of more farm compared to Bruno on here. Something you don't really want to happen,
कौन सा
especially
फेस
Clint.
क्रीम यूज
He's
करते
a
हो आप?
balanced marksman
ये
that has
कैसा
the
क्वेश्चन
early
है
game
अब्दुल?
to the
What
late
the
game
heck?
advantage on his
ऐसे
hands
कौन
compared to
पूछता है?
Bruno, who can only spike
अब
if
मैं
he gets his
अपनी
items.
सीक्रेट टिप्स भी बताऊं, मतलब ब्यूटी टिप्स.
Bruno needs a bait,
अच्छा जी.
battle trans bit.
अब आपको सीक्रेट टिप्स भी जाननी है.
Over there for him to be looking into,
Hmm.
but he did have a steal on the back just for the support. Wait, Hayabusa jumps in with his shadows.
Oh
But
भाई.
I don't think there's going to be an engage just yet, because both teams are just trying to
कुछ
feel
नहीं
each
यार,
other
natural
out
beauty.
and make out
और
that
उस
what
दिन
exactly
actually
they're
ना
going to do.
birthday
So
था
you're
मेरा.
getting frozen over
ये
there.
picture मेरा
Implosion landed by Imagine, but Avatar of the Guardian straight for the backup.
2020 का है.
Will be jumping in onto the backline. Imagine choked out really well. Vic goes in for a very questionable flicker, but he's able to secure that kill over there. Cutout being taken down. Battle Trans in a compromising position, taken out straight away. Kev going for another questionable flicker and almost gets taken out by the Eve. But the Clint going straight for the kill, and he'll actually manage to get a lethal ignition coming in clutch
मैं आता
over
थोड़ी
there.
देर में.
That is quite a good fight for INT, wouldn't you say?
Okay.
Actually, you know, that was not the lethal ignition, because nobody has that. It is the buff that killed her. That's why.
You're right. No, they don't have the lethal ignition. My bad.
The buff killed her. Oh my god, that is such a misplay on the part of Suyu as well as Eve. That is very embarrassing. But anyway, that engage though, it was not in the favor of the team INT, because I think they lost up quite a lot of resources there in Imagine. They went in too deep. There wasn't much follow-up other than the Aurora who also got choked out. Look at that, the top lane rating Samsung just being used to escape from any form of engage is coming in. Vic on this Edith so far, and Khalid has so much, like he can create so much EXP gap due to the fact that he can rotate so much faster than the Edith, like top to bottom, any second of the game. And because of that, Vic is not able to keep up, and he's kind of falling behind. But at the same time, he does have a lot more crowd control than Battle Trance, so he's able to give a little bit of leverage to his team. And look at that, they might be going into bot lane. Khalid might be eyeing the top lane so far. And the goal lead is really high on the hands of INT though. 4,000 in 8 minutes of the game.
Well, that's definitely a big goal lead for the side of INT, but it's not very sizable enough considering that there's like snowballing right now. Hayabusa going in for the Ogi Shadow kill, and Eve going in with the RWM. Bad position for Kev, but he still has the Hayabusa trying to dive in again, but Khalid will be the one getting the mid laner trade off over there. Imagine going with the implosion. Bruno trying his best to save his ally with that really well placed ultimate, but Edith going in with the onward big amazing play over there. Khalid takes him out anyway. Scarecrow going for the flicker in, and he manages to get another kill onto the board. Khalid being a huge menace. Battle Trance with these amazing sandstorm coming in from Thug on that AOG on the Gutout, but this will be a tar down. Tier 1 mid lane taken down by the side of INT. They're still going at it. Eve going in once again with the Gutout. They want to make sure that Battle Trance is not in a condition for making these engages, but bro, that's a Khalid. He's just gonna heal up, and he's going straight for it again with those slashes, and this is not looking good for these Sacred Souls. I think their priorities are just kind of all over the place, and they're getting roam gapped quite a decent bit. I don't think Thug is exactly very comfortable on this Gutout.
चाचीज किधर जा रहे मियाँ? ओके निक को पूछ रहे हो आप कब ले रहे हैं न्यू फोन? ओके मैं सोच रही थी यार, I was thinking to purchase on दिवाली ऑफर पे.
From the side of Thug, he needs to step
Rara
up
ji,
his game
yes,
and kind of
Yuri
get these
Cutie,
AOGs
welcome to
that
the
are
stream.
able
Yes,
to
Energy
make it.
left
He's
playing
not making
because
any time for the
and
team fights
become
at this point.
a
It's not
caster.
looking
ना
very
जी
good
ना, ऐसा
for
कुछ
these
नहीं है.
Sacred
हम
Souls,
कैसे
because
छोड़
they're
सकते हैं
essentially
मोबाइल
locked
लेजेंड
in
को?
this
आफ्टर
eternal
ऑल
4v5
हम तो नहीं छोड़ सकते
where the
भाई.
Roma is just not
बस मैं
able to
watch
make
party
the
कर
plays
रही हूँ.
that they want him to make. Meanwhile, you can see that Kev and Lord
Just
on
doing
these
watch
mages
party.
are really able to dominate the control in this game. Alongside, Khalid, Battle Trance on that Khalid is making so much space for these the side of INT. He's able to zone out and look at this again. Battle Trance once more, and Ray, look at that.
I think INT जीत जाएगी ये
Like
match.
they have been
For sure.
fighting and fighting. They are not giving us even a little bit of break because I
बहुत
think they want to
aggressive
build
खेल
up
रहे
the
हैं भाई ये
pressure
लोग.
as much as possible. Especially Baron Trance, he hasn't been disengaging even a second. He just comes in,
Tough है
goes
उनके
back
लिए.
a few seconds, comes in again. Like that is insane, and that is basically what's really stopping Thug. He's not able to zone out this Khalid. That's creating a lot of gap and giving the opportunity for Imagine to make the flicker implosion plays. And the Lord got taken, and also they lost out most of their blessings in the turret. So the next Lord, it will be able to come in easily, even the minion wave. So their inhibitors are the only things left. They are left in the comfort of their bases, but it might not be left for long because INT, the map control is 100% on their hands. Look at that, not a single turret captured by the side of team TSS, but oh god, look at it. Frigid Glacier coming in, Tug getting taken down, picked off. The defense just isn't right here. The Revitalize also being baited out. Another resource. They might be going in right now because Battle Trance, he's looking for a little battle, but nope, they will just be retreating because their minions have been cleared out. One of the things that the advantage on the side of Team TSS have, it's the Eve. Her lane will clear, it's really, really fast, and because of that, they have been able to pull up the defenses so far. But the question is, how long? Because another Lord will be spawning in 40 seconds in so, and it will be uncontested, definitely. Oh, the implosion play is coming in, got 2 people getting connected. Bruno using up his Purify, RWM coming in as well. AOG connecting into 2 people, but it wouldn't really matter. They Purify out. Hayabusa going in with the Uti Shadow kill. Doesn't secure a kill, but makes Lord on that Eve get taken down quite low, so he will be retreating. A trade for a 1-for-1, jungler for a tank. Very worth it, honestly, because look at the goal lead, it's almost 9,000.
Well, not gonna lie, battle again. Look at the Clint was like tried to put himself in a very bad position to try and take out that inhibitor on the. I mean, fair play to him. To be fair, the top inhibitors, the side inhibitors in general, will be able to set up a very good far lane push during this Lord, which would be really good for INT. So he tried to get it, but you can see that the moment Battle Trance
Oh,
like
wow,
found
I
his Clint
see
in
you.
that
Have a
position,
streaming.
he's
Thank
there to make
you.
sure that the zone is on point, and Eve, Lord on that Eve is not able to get the kill on Scarecrow to make sure that his team is able to get a more contestable Lord maybe. But right now Vic trying to stay in that bush, misses the onward onto Kev. He's getting frozen up, and this might just be a full commit. A dive onto Vic. He has the flicker though, uses it up, and Suyo to get some poke in. But we can see Baltas in an amazing position over there. Goes into the Rage Transform. He gets taken down, but that does not matter because Vic is down as well for the side of these Sacred Souls. Implosion play coming out from the Tigreal, but Bruno is able to, get these really good. That is a taunt coming out from Thug. Maybe that was not such a good idea. Venom going in at a very bad time, and this won't be looking good for INT. As a matter of fact, right now they don't have the waves lined up. Top side is still trying to push in, and since Clint wasn't able to get that inhibitor in the start, it's not like they're not able to get that push fast enough. And right now, the only thing they can do realistically is just get that bot inhibitor and move away. And that's exactly what they're trying to do. But the AOG comes, Scarecrow going into the flicker. Gato trying to dash back into safety. Bot in him still
INT
stands.
का है
What
भाई,
an
INT का है
amazing
win.
defense, honestly,
For
coming out
sure.
from the side of these Sacred Souls.
Yuri
They don't
welcome.
even let
Oh, Yuri
their
का
top
welcome मैंने
inhibitor
किया था
fall
by the
out,
way.
even though it's so low on HP. And I think Scarecrow is just going to try and get it out with his passive right there.
Yuri का
Which he
welcome कर दिया
manages
था
to
मैंने.
do. And meanwhile, Ray, this is just a lot of right across the map.
Yeah, a lot of like honestly they had their goal in their mind right from the beginning is to make sure Shuyu doesn't get a single opportunity to try to go in for the kill box composition and get anything. They went in for the dive and they were able to give quite a lot of opportunity to Venom. He does get shut down in the mid game, but it wouldn't really matter because the goal lead was already in their hands as well as the map control. And right now Clint, he is 4-0-1 and he probably has a lot of items on hand. The engage is still going on though. Music later coming in. Gototata will be forced to be taken down on the first casualty. And Hayabusa, he's coming in from behind and constantly on the hands. So he might be looking for an opportunity, but they are just contemplating what to do. At this point, 60 seconds on the clock for the Lord. They might be going in because they are looking for the opportunity to end this game as soon as possible. 16 minutes almost. They are trying to zone out as much as possible, but the Eve though, she's doing a spectacular job, but it doesn't really matter. It's Scarecrow taking out the damage to poke the turret out, and there we go. No inhibitors left, only the Nexus exposed, and they will be going towards the Lord that will be coming in 30 seconds. And I think we might have a game finisher here, unless there is a massive choke coming in from the hands of Team INT, which is very unlikely in my opinion.
Well, honestly, I don't think just a choke. It's possible that these Sacred Souls finally managed to get that kill box opposition. Wait, there we see a knockup coming up from the Edith, but the implosion is crazy. Gets three people right in the midst of it all. Addy Dawn getting taken down, but Imagine will be traded out as well. Vic might be taken out there. Clint has a flicker. Khalid going in as well, but
Hayabusa.
using up the that will be a crazy catch from Kev. What a frigid glacier. Meanwhile, Hayabusa is on the pace and he manages
बोला
to
था
take it
ना
out,
INT
ending this
जीतेगी.
game and getting INT the first game of the day. What a play from Venom, man.
Yeah, I was paying attention and I noticed Venom. He wasn't even joining the fight. He was like, I'm just gonna Benny Cutie your team and take your base out. And honestly, nothing much to be said is that INT, they choked down on the EXP lane as much as possible because if you look at that, Vic could just not match the gap that was coming in from a Khalid. The amount of mobility he has on the surfboard, the ability to engage, disengage at any point of the time, and also heal back, that is something Vic doesn't have. And because of that, so many recalls, so many micro decisions that were on his hands, he lost in the EXP lane. And when your EXP lane is losing so badly, the jungle doesn't get the comfort position to secure any objectives. The jungle cannot go in for any pickoffs either. And because of that, they just lose out everything. The marksman also didn't get much time to farm either. So yeah, they basically lost it. Team INT keeps this up, chokes down the EXP lane as much as possible, I think I think they have this game secured on their hands. But anyways, Crunchy, we have our host, Lord Fredo, the Khalid God, back with us. What do you think about the Khalid by Battle Trans though?
म्यूट पे बोल रहा है भाई,
तो
ठीक
खाली
है ठीक है, रुको स्किप करते हैं,
Terms
आईएनटी का
of
एक और मैच देखते हैं.
way they as the
ओके
But anyway, it seems that like since the bans have started, let's just talk about the ban. The chip coming out as the first ban from the side of the TSS. By the way, they got the second ban. IT got the first ban. So yeah, the Nathan and Benedetta again banned out. It's not looking very good for TSS's XP laner because I think he's being forced on this edit time and time again. And even Gato does not seem to be a very comfortable pick for their Roma. Thug is not able to get these plays on the Gatot as much as Imagine has been able to get in the last game on the TIG. So why not just go for the Roman XP really need to pull up from the side of TSS. Just go for different picks, go for stuff you're comfortable on. If you don't have the Benedetta, don't tell me that you reached a state finals just playing two heroes, bro. I know you've got a bigger pool. Just bring it out, man. Bring it out. Bring your inner Aran out. Bring the madman inside you out. Crazy scientist. Just go all out and just bring these picks that we have never seen before, that even INT has not seen before. Just confuse the saying, to confuse your opponents. First confuse
You must
yourself.
confuse yourself.
Yep.
Glad we're on the same
Yep.
page, Kanchi, because I agree on that too. Sometimes you gotta go with that. If you don't know what you're doing, the enemy can't predict you. And I follow that quite a lot. So, anyways, the ban section has been done. We are seeing the same bans from the hands of INT because they're going the safe route. They're choking down the EXP as well as the signature of the TSS. They picked up the Bruno, but Bruno, he takes quite a lot longer to farm. But they do give out the Matilda, though. The Matilda Airlines might be coming in, and we'll have to see if TSS might be the. Or should I say the joke? No,
INT
I'm not
win.
gonna say the airline. But anyways, INT do pick up the Matilda, so they have a lot of mobility on their hands already. So TSS, they do pick up. The Khalid, but Jushin and Alpha, they're open though for INT. Do you think they're gonna be going for it? Because I think they should.
Mm, I think they shouldn't. I think they shouldn't actually. The funny thing is, Zuzan, she needs a lot of help clearing these mid waves. Otherwise, you're
Yeah.
really behind on rotation. And if you're going to pick a Matilda with a Zuzan, it's not going to work out. Actually, the funny thing is that TLPH did do it and they got whooped. They got whooped. Their rotations were not on point and they were not able to because they were not able to clear the mid lanes on time. And meanwhile the enemy had a Vexana, so there was like Aurora was so much faster with their rotations back in that game. But I'm digressing. This is a game between INT and TSS, not Aurora and TLPH. So let's just get back into it. And the Gatot is a good pick coming out for I think INT, since they're just trying to go for. I guess they could go for another kill box, or they could maybe even set up for an Iksha, since the Nathan is banned out, and they do have a Matilda. The Iksha Matilda combo is pretty good, and since they have so much short range on the picks are so short range for the side of TSS, except for the Khalid is the only pick that Iksha could probably find some trouble from. So probably the Iksha could be versatile enough for INT to pick here. But on the other hand, we're seeing Alpha being picked up. So now TSS is forced into a position where it's better that they just go for a support pick. Don't go for a very tanky front line. Alpha's just gonna melt them down. Or you might just want to go for a front line that at least locks down the alphas long enough for your team to do something, since you do have the carry, so you can melt down the alpha. But you'll have to be a bit careful, since carry is immobile enough for Gato to get a very good AOG. Avatar of the Guardian, not very forgiving for all these heroes without dashes, Ray.
Yeah, Carrie is one of the marksmen.
Being
Like
a girl,
she's
I
like
need one
very
female friend
confusing.
for duo.
She
Oh, you
hand
are a
dodge
girl?
the AOG with if she
Oh,
has a spell, but
पक्का,
just like you
why
mentioned, she
not?
doesn't
हम
have that
खेलेंगे
much of a
साथ
big
में,
dash
क्यों नहीं?
to dodge the AOG multiple times. And the AOG's cooldown, I think after the mid game, it's quite low, especially if you're building up the Queen's Wings, which gives you a lot of cooldown reduction and really synergizes well. And one of the things that I wanted to I was saying they could pick up a Jushin, right? And I think TSS, they are thinking on the same frequency as me because they do lock. Oh, A Kaja picked up. What do you have to say about that, Crunchy? They're going for the pickoffs.
Well, I don't think this is a very bad idea personally, because they have the Gato, they have the Alpha. This is like prime Kaja target, just pull the Alpha in when he jumps in, and disable him, get the carry to get all those light wheels in, and you have a kill on your hands. And now IT will be down one member, and you can just snowball from there. You have the Frigid Glacier, you have the Raging Sandstorm. Just go for the re-engages. But this is a re-engage comp, remember. INT also has a lot of re-engage potential with the Matilda, but they also have a lot of engage potential as well. But that could be said for TSS as well. They have the Raging Sandstorm, they have the Flicker plus Frigid Glacier. But you know who has it as well? INT right now, they have the Valentina. IMU is gonna be able to get both the Frigid Glacier and the Raging Sandstorm.
Can I
And
drop my ID? You
know,
can
personally, our
take my
host,
ID and
Fredo
follow back me.
is muted right now, but he
Do
probably
explanation
remembers some
ID
of those
and
Raging
follow karo
Sandstorm
mujhe.
from the Casters versus Casters match that the Valentina was able to copy back then. But we have a Moscow's there. But here's a funny thing. Usually you see a Fanny picked and then a Moscow, but you have seen the Moscow picked. And, just like, I don't think TSS cares, bro. They're like, nah, you pick the Moscow. We don't care, bro. We're gonna Fanny anyway. Like, your Moscow ain't shit. So, like, they're literally, like, just going on, like, Taylor's face. And wait, not Taylor. Taylor's from TSS. What am I saying, bro? What am I saying? But yeah, they're just going on the face of this Moscow and telling him, nah, you can't Moscow, bro. You can't get that spear of misery on me. I'm too fast for you.
Yeah, actually, I almost forgot to mention TSS does have a Fanny user, quite a confident one. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Land of Dawn. This is going to be game number 2 between INT and TSS into the state finals. Both teams have a lot on stakes. They will be representing this state of Assam, my home country. But anyways, with that, talking about getting back to you on Crunchy, like Fanny. Exactly. Like I exactly agree. You usually see the Moscow after the Fanny, so that is quite the confidence and ego on the hands of TSS. So hopefully they can back it up. But oh my God, on the bot lane though, Vic already taken quite low. That was a little overextension, but Kev also taken down quite low. I think TSS, they're playing quite aggressive this time. They want to be in the driver's seat as much as possible this game.
After seeing the last game, I think TSS has realized that making these passive plays is not worth it anymore.
Yes.
Just go aggressive, because that is exactly what INT's playstyle is. Right there we can see Venom taking away a small creep from Adidon, and there wait, like a frigid breath coming in from the Aurora, but here Lord this time actually will not be able to land it very well. Meanwhile, Thug getting harassed a lot. He might have overstayed a bit over there, lost a big chunk of HP, but the Fanny is a bit low in the levels department right now, but so is Venom. Actually, both junglers have not really hit their level 4 yet. But I think Venom will be able to right now with this last creep. Battle Trance is kind of helping zone for him. And this is exactly what you want to see from your teammates, when you're jungling. Just a lot of zoning, but Fanny wait, Adidon going in, he sees him, he sees a bit low HP, but Alpha going in. Alpha Charge manages to get the Fanny down into a very bad position. Not the best play to make, my guy. There's an Alpha and a Moscow, and he decided, nah, bro, we're gonna Fanny, but it's not working very well for him right now. Meanwhile, on the bot side, you can see that again, Battle Trance is getting into a winning position versus Vic all over again, forcing him to use that Raging Sass of Fanny. Coming in with a Cutthroat, manages to get in the turtle and take down Venom at the same time. What a steal! And Frigid Glacier coming in from Lord was really on point over there. There was no zoning, honestly. Like both every time I see a Gutout pick, every time I see a Gutout pick, like the AOG was just saved up by this Gutout. He could have just gone for the turtle, gone for the gauge. It said wait. On the top side, Taylor going for
Okay,
the
follow
light wheels, getting
you,
a
my
lot of
Emma.
damage onto
Will be
Scarecrow.
Henna.
And
Okay.
this is looking like
Got
a very
it.
good
I
matchup
will follow back,
for
don't worry.
TSS, but they're not really leading the gold that much because of the Fanny's misplay in the start. And right now we can see that it's like a sizable lead, like 700 gold difference between both the team. It's in favor of TSS, and since they have been able to get the turtle, it's more of a divided gold lead per se. Right now they're sieging the turret really well, and it is probably going to be a good plating. Wait, Alpha going in with the Alpha Char, managing to get 3 people over there, but he's in the midst of too many. Imagine in a bad position as well. Valentina trying to make that trade happen, but he will not be able to do this today. Wait, Moscow going in. He's in a very bad position. What are you doing, bro? You're getting your team killed as well. But meanwhile, Imagine able to go in as well. Finally, AOG coming out from Battle Trance, and that will be the passive for the Aurora taken out. Kev trying to flicker away from all of that, but Vic wants all of
Why
it.
it is to
Battle Trance
never
meanwhile put in a very
get
bad position.
notif-
Where he tried as
आपको
well, but he's
notification
not
नहीं
really
आया?
able to get these skills down. Gato's not really such a finisher per se, right?
Yeah, he's not really much of a finisher. He might get... No, he doesn't get punished right yet, but no, I think that... Oh my god. Battle Trance, how did you survive that? You were not supposed to survive that, but he did somehow. But INT, Venom there, right there, he's trying to secure the blue, trying to deny it, trying to spear it out, but that was a bad position. He just reset at the buff for the Fanny to come in, but the turtle is already up. What with the junglers? They have their retributions ready. Kaja, he has his... I forgot the name of the ult. I mean, I had it in my mind. Anyways, I'll be forgetting that. But anyways, Kev does copy the ultimate from the Kaja, so there is a little bit of suppression coming in soon. Fanny has to be careful. The AOG is finally coming, doesn't really hit anyone. Fanny winning out the retribution battle. Alpha getting taken down. Frigid Glacier being used up as the Raging Sandstorm as well. Kev not really utilizing the ult by Kaja. Not able to deal much damage as well. And looks like Team INT, their composition this time, it's just not working out. Is Khalid really impacting that much? Or is there a little bit of a micro missed decisions happening on the side of Team INT, Crunchy?
Honestly, it could be a mix of both. But anyway, Scarecrow bringing Taylor down really low over there on the top side. And it could be a very good dive setup for the side of INT, since Taylor's really low right now. But seeing that On has responded really well by going to the top side, that's exactly where you want your Fanny to be. You can see that there's possibly an engage, and that's where you want to be. Battle Trance meanwhile being brought really low. Venom in a very compromising position gets taken down. Lot of skills used up. Battle Trance missing the AOG in the mid side. Meanwhile, Dawn going for the front push onto the T1 mid side. They really want this T1 right away. And honestly, that there's a saying across every MOBA, the one who controls the mid lane tier 1 controls the game, and that's exactly what both teams have been doing in both games. Mid lane T1 is the main focus. Meanwhile, everything else is just a side quest. It doesn't really matter. The gold plating is nice and all. The mid lane T1 is where it's at, and right now, for when you look at the mid lane T1, you can clearly tell that TSS is the one controlling the game with that crazy 2k gold lead right off the bat. And meanwhile, on the top side, lot of the death bush setup right there. Venom doesn't really want to walk up on this right now. Vic meanwhile cutting the bot side there. He knows that everyone's on the top side. Meanwhile, Dawn being caught out over there. He's caught out and Venom manages to get that kill. And this is exactly why you don't want to pick a Kaja with... actually at this point I've realized it wasn't just the Alpha and Moscow, it's also the Divine Judgment from the copied Divine Judgment for Valentina is also able to catch Dawn out in these stupid positions over there. Wait, Divine Judgment used up, but AOG will be there to save him as well as the Matilda's dash. That is a crazy fight going in right there. Vic put in a bad position, forced to flicker out. Meanwhile, Thug taken down in the midst of it all. He did not have his flicker. It was sadly just a few seconds away from being available for him. Top tier 1 available for the side of INT to push up right now, right?
Yeah, I think he will be able to, unless the Fanny has something to say. The Cutthroat does come in as well as the Alpha charge. Both teams just disengaging, not able to push. A little bit of resources, but the cooldowns are quite low, so that's after just HP treat that happened, but Moscow is trying to push in. Carry is able to smell what he was cooking and choose to defend, but Alpha, he might be coming into blind with another archer shot and in a really along with the kill. And the goal lead is actually onto the hands of Team INT because the mid lane turret, it hasn't been secured despite getting low, and they took the top lane turret as well. So they are getting the map control as much as possible. Even Battlefront hasn't let the lead pick up, but look at it.
Oh, nice.
The alpha
Nice
of Misery is
try.
connecting, and so many resources being used up left and right. Character security shutdowns, killing spree on a marksman. 1-for-2 trade. I'm not sure if I'm going to say favorable or not. Both teams have similar amount of gold, but the
Stupid,
character
look
is
at this
coming
stream,
really
Stupid Gaming. How's ya? How are you doing, Stupid Gaming?
Positive.
Oh
I
my
don't
god,
think
ये रे की
TSS
आवाज
is
को क्या हुआ
prepared
है?
to deal with
What's wrong with
Scarecrow
Ray
yet
का
because he's
voice?
getting a lot of babysitting treatment from this Matilda.
Mm-hmm.
Well, right now it's looking like they went for a tower for tower. Top tier 1 taken down by TSS. Meanwhile, INT is able to go. In fact, for this tier 2 as well. Fanny is not able to get anything out because this Moscow can deal with her. Like Scarecrow has the skill, he has the Spear of Misery. So they're trying to get that T1 trade on the mid lane, but that's not exactly what you want to go for. AOG is right in the midst of it all. Purify used up by the carry. Big going in for the rage extract. So you hit it or nothing, brother. But Battletrons being kidnapped by that Divine Judgment, and they will be able to somehow get a favorable trade in the midst of all that chaos. That is looking really bad for INT that they're down one member, but they might actually be able to get the trade. What the hell? They're going straight for the blue buff. That will be taken out by Venom, in fact. Right now, Dawn does not have his blue buff. They're able to... It's so crazy, honestly. Like, they're able to punish their own misplays. Like, INT is literally winning by losing at this point. Wait, Thug is on Divine Judgment used against him, but there was not enough burst over there. Scarecrow was not in the position to take advantage of that raid.
A little bit of a miscommunication happening from the side of Team INT right at the moment. A little bit of resource wasted, but I think Kev has the Enchanted Talisman, hopefully, so he'll be able to get the ult back as soon as possible. And the thing that you mentioned, it's really impressive how INT really tried to turn things around on their hands as much as possible, knowing the fact that there were resources wasted on Battletrons, and because of that, the side of TSS couldn't engage on the buff, and they were able to secure it, denying a little bit of energy regeneration as well as spawn onto the hands of Fanny. And right now they're trying to compete for a Lord Dance, trying to pull it out as much as possible, going for a sneaky steal, trying to make sure. Oh, look at the Fanny though. Scarecrow surviving with the stun because just like you mentioned, he's able to pull up a play. Oh, I think Tug is in a really bad position. He gets punished for it, but the visitation might be coming in, so not being quite used yet. Lot of ultimates on the hand. Oh, Vic doesn't actually has. Oh, look at the AOG connecting into the Fanny. That was... Is Fanny contemplating her life because she just got taken down? The Lord will be secured for her. Look at the pride of Ice as well. Oh my god. A complete loss as the score went from 6-9 to 9-9.
Well, honestly, I don't know what to say anymore at this point. Even heroes that are not able to counter Fanny under normal circumstances are able to counter this Fanny, bro. Like, I think bro was a bit too confident in his Fanny. At wait, Flicker Divine Judgment coming out from Hug. He's able to get Venom, but Venom is able to get away. Raging has some Flicker lands out of 3 people, but I think it missed its intended target. And meanwhile, their battle toss, what the hell? Taken down to 1 HP, but the passive will be able to save him right on the spot. What a crazy amount of luck for INT, honestly. It was good positioning nevertheless. And good response, but it was still a lot of luck. Oh, that wait, don't, you don't want to be in that position. Second eagle use onto him, but Lord in a very bad position, able to still hit the Frigid Glacier and get Venom down as well. This is 1-for-0 going to the side of TSS. They're able to get these plays, but there's no ultimates left except for the Cutthroat, which is not really an ultimate in this finisher. And meanwhile, we have the AOG, we have the Alpha Charge, we have the Spear of Destruction. So many ultimates coming out from the side of INT, but finally Thug managed to get the Divine Judgment. Wait, you see Big being caught out, very awkward position, forced to use the Raging Sandstorm, and these are exactly the kinds of punishes that TSS wish they could do, but INT is just better at them. Because like I said at the start, when it comes wait, AOG, never mind, frozen up by the Frigid Glacier, followed by the Frozen Breath and Divine Judgment. divine CC chain coming out from TSS. And this is exactly what they want to do, you know. Wait for a misplay. You have good counter engage, like I said at the start. So why not just leverage it out there? We see the Spirit Misery connecting onto Thug, taken really low, Circling Eagle coming in, but it will be all for nothing. But they do manage to force out a few resources over there. So it might be worth it. They might be able to get something off of this. Imagine though is able to use the guiding wind over there. You know, able to get out of Vic's kill box. Right.
And Crunchy, despite Battletrons taken down twice and Venom taken down 6 times at this point of the game, every time they go down, they make sure look at the engage is coming into the top lane, the Matilda Airlines is on top, she gets taken down, the Fanny is coming into the scene, Rigid Glacier being used up, but a great sniper coming in from Scarecrow with the Spear of Misery, he connects into the back lane, he's trying to engage as well, Kaja caught in the midst of it, he might get taken down, Alpha is looking for the Fanny, doesn't find it, but he is right after Tug, kills him, takes him down. Aurora was next, and she is, because look at the recall time coming in. Kev securing the kill as the Pride of Ice has also been wasted right before the Lord has spawned in, and they are not in the position to take it down at any way.
Well, not gonna lie, the pick is really not it, man. It's really not it. At this point, you know, if this was a good Fanny, you would have been trying to split push. And you know, now that I finally say, like literally, it takes a caster's curse to really get this done, right? So now that you know, I finally say that the Fanny is not able to split push well enough. Finally, he goes for that split push, but it's a bit too late, little bro. The Lord's already down, and what are you gonna do at this point? It's good. It's looking like a very good position for IND to just get a clean sweep. Kev going in for those recall spams, trying to probably taunt TSS into making even more mistakes than they already are. Because let's just face it, bro. They ain't having a good game at all over here. Fanny at least getting a blue buff will be able to put off a good base defense if it comes down to it. But this is a 13-minute Lord. It is not that strong, but it can definitely crack a few inhibitors since it does have that charge passive. And right now, Vic, you know, trying to scout out the area. There might not be a very good decision from him because you know he will be getting poked out. And you know, since they know where he is right now, he won't be able to put pressure on the other sides of the map. Really good wave, control coming in from INT. They have all the waves lined up. So bot T3 manages to go down really far in it down, and now you're in a bad position right there, almost
INT जीतेगी मेरे को तो लग रहा है INT का ही है.
Wait, Divine Judgment comes right onto Imagine, but AOG has a really good response, managing to take out with Scout Plate. Oh, that's not what you wanna do. Gets taken down very swiftly, Vic taking a few hits here and there, but will they be able to defend this? Scarecrow in the midst of it all, Kev going for a flicker play, and they manage to take out Lord with that Spear of Destruction, Spear of Misery connecting onto 2, and that will be Venom taken down as well, but will it be for nothing? Because this is looking very bad. It could be a base end right here as long as Scarecrow decides to lock in. Bro, this is gonna be the game. INT taking this by storm. This is not what you want to do, TSS. This was just a 13-minute Lord, but it will be enough for the likes of TSS who get swiftly dispatched. The Fanny was not a good pick at all this game, not gonna lie, Ray.
GG INT.
Yeah, and Chocolate is definitely proving that, but we'll get there back later. But, you know, Fanny wasn't a good pick, massive jungle gap. But other than that, I think Team INC, they were playing a little bit of a bait and switch, maybe just a baiting. Because, you see, Scarecrow, 0 deaths. Why was the case? Because Venom as well as Battletrons, they were making sure that each engage, they were the ones getting taken down. Like, I saw one of the team fights, except for the cutthroat, all of the ults were used up. Like, and that creates so much opportunity for Scarecrow to really deal so much of abundance of damage, and that kept on repeating again, when it was quite crucial. Like, it was very clear that the Alpha wasn't the main guy in charge, because look at that, 7 deaths on his name, but it doesn't matter. He gave the window of opportunity for Scarecrow to farm up, to take the lanes, take tier 1, take tier 2, take 3, tier 3, everything, and because of that, the Moskov just farmed up, Kerry just cannot catch up to it, and the game is over. But anyways, I think we'll be going back to our host, Fredo, who has been watching watching from the back lines. So, Fredo, right here, what do you have to say about this game? And hopefully, you're not muted this time, bro. Do not do the Ray thing.
Well, I'm not muted this time, and I'm really glad to see
the draft right now. And this time, by the way, it's TSS's first pick. So maybe
Yes.
that might be the difference maker for them, even though, it didn't really work out for them in the first game. First pick is always a blessing. So will they be able to make use of this or no? But anyway, I'll be handing it over to Ray and Fredo, who will be taking it from me. Thank you.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, this is the third game, and INT are leading 2-0 against the Sacred Souls. And this time around, we need to see something popping up because, the one-sided domination is getting, brutal for them to face on right now. Team Sacred Souls are really struggling to keep up this game, and this might be the last game for them. Team INT is on the match points. And what do you expect in this game, Ray, that Team Sacred Souls, will they be coming up with a new strategy? Because right now, I think all their cards are, already known by the enemy side. So no matter what you throw at them, INT is ready to face them head on.
Yep, basically. But one of the things that INT really likes to do, if you didn't see in the semifinals as well as uh, the quarterfinals, they like to relax and chill a little bit. So I want to see if Team INT really has that level of ego to show. Because I mean, we had it last night too. Because IGN did picked up Leslie, Yushin Shin, and Selena mid lane because they knew that they were the better team, that they could make anything work on their hands. So I want to see if Team INT will be doing that as well because they have 2-0. They can take a risk right now if they want to, or they can go in for the clean sweep as well. I mean, even if they take the risk, it doesn't mean that they are going to lose, right? They can still do a clean sweep. I want to see if Team INT has that much of confidence over TSS. But let's see. But other than that, just like I was talking, they have been choking down the gold lane as well as the EXP lane as much as possible. But this time, TSS does have the first pick. They are trying to go safe. They're trying to ban out the Suyu and the chip. But this time, TSS, you have the opportunity. This time, you can pick up the Cho that has been denied to you for 2 games. You have the opportunity, but at the same time, do you really want to give up the Khalid while the Khalid god himself, Lord Fredo, is watching?
Well, definitely. That is something which they have to, keep in mind right now because, they have been losing games. In the first game, they really lost out to that Khalid there. And, that is something they need to consider right now. But I feel like they're not really scared of facing the Khalid. So they leave it open yet again. And this time around, I feel like INT is actually deciding whether to pick that or not. But no, they will be going in with the Alpha and Aurora. And for the first pick, I feel like the Gatot Kacha is actually good. But, the Khalid is still open for that roam. So definitely the Khalid and the Gatot Kacha combination on their side will work out well, I feel like. But Ray, also to stay, to say something,
There
Gatot
we go.
Kacha. Oh,
I told
okay.
you. They will pick up the Cho. They will pick up the Cho. They have been getting gapped so badly for 2 games because Chao and Bene have been banned, but they finally got the opportunity. INT let it go. So let's see if INT's confidence will pay it off or will they face the wrath of the punches from this guy from Kung Fu Hustle.
Definitely something to look out for here will be that Shunpo, that Jeet Kundo, the Bruce Lee here on the map will be the one carrying them or not. We'll find it out soon. But right now, keeping the Khalid open, INT has decided to lock on to the Khalid. Oh my god. I mean, this composition on the enemy side, except that Chow there, I mean, all the heroes are actually in the meta right now. And on top of that, they picked up the Moskov here. So I feel like a Fanny pick might be coming in from the Sacred Souls because we all know that the Fanny did face a lot of problems because of the Moskov in the last game. So definitely right now, picking up the Moskov might be an indication that they are trying to lock in on that Fanny right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's a possibility. Last game, they faced the Fanny issue with the Moskov, but they might be thinking, we can fix that. We can take the Moskov as an insurance and we can go for the Fanny last pick. But let's see if INT just wants to troll them and ban out the Fanny or not. But no, they will be banning out another mid laner so they do not get mid gapped because of the wave clearing and the river control. They don't want to give it out. So TSS, they have the opportunity to pick up the Fanny, but INT, they also haven't picked up their roamer yet. So it's going to be interesting if TSS is going to be confident, mainly because they have the Cho, they have the Moskov, two really good counters for the Fanny on their side this time.
Definitely, they can actually pick up the Fanny here, and I mean, there's no particular counter right now on the side of Team INT, but they can go with a Kaja as well. But right now, they'll be going in with the Bruno instead, and oh my God, the Bruno did play so good in that first game. So right now, the Bruno will be there again to show us the power of his balls. And right now, with that, the bans have been completed. The Tigreal has been banned out by the side of Team Sacred Souls. That is really interesting.
And there we go. The Sacred Souls, it is also one of their picks. He really likes to play the Nolan as well. But I feel like Nolan just cannot match the snowballing composition that the side of Team INT is cooking up right now. Look at that. They are picking up the Eve again. So they want to go in for the kill box composition, just like Crunchy mentioned. It didn't work out in the first game, so they're picking it up again. Fredo, do you think they will be able to make this work? Because look at that. We have the dragon, the big dragon, onto the Land of Dawn as well this time.
Definitely, the dragon does provide a lot of zoning potential to the team. I mean, his black dragon form is enough to scare away the enemy. But right now, the fact that they have a Gatot Kacha and a Chow on their side, they won't be scared so much. But definitely, this dragon is a threat to the Yves, because the Yves is actually an immobile hero. He won't be able to move once he uses his real manipulation, and that might be the case, where they are trying to pick off that Yves with the help of that Yuzong. But for now, the drafts have been locked in, and we are already heading on to the Land of Dawn. This is the third game between Team Sacred Souls and Team INT, and this time Team INT is in the driver's seat. They are on a 2-0 on that match point, and Team Sacred Souls have to play the best game of their lives, because otherwise they're going back home.
Yeah, and what a displeasure it would be to go back home from the state finals, so they have to make sure they give it their all. But after all, there are going to be victors, and there are going to be people who are going to be losing, because they'll lose. Without people who lose, you can't really have a person who can win. But putting that beside, so far, we are looking at a composition of a Khalid Rome after quite some time. I think, there's a lot of Khalid Romes in the tournament so far, but at least in the state finals, I think I haven't seen it yet. So it is going to be I'm looking forward to how Imagine will be executing as much as possible. How Vic has been playing it quite often whenever the Benedetta was banned out. So I do have some expectations, but at the same time, Battletrons, he's a really, really good EXP laner as well. So the EXP lane face-off, it's going to be interesting. Way of the Dragon compared to Black Dragon. Two dragons going to be facing it off right away. But anyways, we'll have to see how the matchup will be really going. Look at the top lane though, Fredo. There's just the... Oh
my God, a lot of bursts coming in from AD Dawn, and he'll be taking out the Khalid off the map. Deleted Imagine right there in that bush. And, he really needs to be careful there, Imagine, because the Nolan, you do not want to give an early snowball to that guy, especially that guy. But in the EXP lane, 1v1 is happening as well. And Vic is taking a lot of damage right now. Battle Trance, though, he's able to dominate so much. He might be able to take down Vic there. Just one more hit. But no, he won't be able to get that. And right now, Venom has arrived onto the scene. Battle Trance is very low. The Nolan might be looking for a kill there. KF does have his passive on as well. He does not get taken down. FD Dawn is trying to set up an ambush there, but they are aware of the fact that AD Dawn is missing on the map right now. So they'll be backing off.
Yes, and the first turtle is up for the grab to both teams. Cooking game. Oh, Fredo. Sorry, Khalid flickered out of the RWM. Our resource being wasted. So it's going to be interesting. Tog not level 4 yet, but Khalid, he's level 4, so he has the Raging Sandstorm. It is all about going to be the who will be able to make the most of the trade that the team fight will be coming. Venom is getting into position. Khalid just poking out with the Tornado Blades, and I think there's an engage right here, Fredo.
Right now, they're trying to zone them away with the Black Dragon form. Venom will secure the turtle here, but there is the way of Dragon connecting as well. Vic might get taken down, but right now, it's Steve taking all the damage from that Alpha. Alpha will be able to take him down. Petrify combo coming in from the Black Dragon. Lord might get taken down, will get taken down there, and there is Vic trying to help him out, but it's too late for him to do anything. And with that, the disengage comes in, and it goes into the favor of Team INT.
Yeah, like the first blood was Imagine, but right after that, this is a 2-for-0 trade on the hands of Team INT so far. Goal lead 1000 already, and it's going to get even higher as the game will be progressing. And that is something that TSS, I don't think they have a solid answer other than Abaddon, who has gotten a 1 kill on their hands. They didn't get the objective. Right now, the Khalid will be getting tanky as the game progresses, so there's not the possibility of it either. And I think Battletrans will not have... Oh, there might be an engage coming in on the top lane. They are getting into the positions, but so far there's nothing much happening. Alpha gets his hand onto the War X a little bit ahead compared to Nolan. Oh, in the bush though.
That's way ahead to pick up a War X right now. I mean, it's not even 5 minutes and he picked up the War X. That's a huge power spike which will be coming in those team fights right now. Battletrans and Vic are just playing out what everyone does in the EXP lane. Just trades on trades, and look at AD Dawn. He's getting poked by that Aurora in his own jungle. That just shows the amount of confidence the side of Team INT has. You know, the fact that the mage is poking out the jungler, that to a Nolan, farmed up, like, not the best farm, but yeah, still good enough farm. And definitely that just shows the confidence which Team INT has. Right now, the turtle is coming up in a few seconds. Oh, Kev might get taken on. Uses the pickup. Oh my god, what a play coming in there from the Khalid. Imagine with his raging sandstorm. And right now, Taylor arrives on the receiver. It might be a little bit too late there, but he uses the Purify to escape away from that Frigid Glacier, though. And right now, the Black Dragon form has been used as well just to escape. And Venom, though, he still has his ultimate available. He has to be careful there. Oh, he's so aware of the map. Battletrans gets deleted while he was recalling. Oh my goodness, that was so casual.
Yeah, that is a good map awareness coming in. Nolan did wanted to go in for a steal, gets denied. If it gets frozen in place and time, as a turtle will be going to the hands of INT as well. Second turtle, 2 on the hands of INT, and that is already giving them the leverage. Look at that, 2000 goal lead just 5 minutes into the game. And so far, Eve hasn't been able to do anything because even if Battletrans got taken out, oh, look at the engage now.
Oh my god, look at that, the amount of damage coming in on the Gatot Kacha there, and with that, the way of Dragon has been used as well. No follow-up though, and right now Vivek is in a very awkward position. He might get taken down, a lot of damage be placed on him, but he uses all that reflexes to get away from the situation, and that just explains Ray's line like that. I mean, you just mentioned it. They played Chow so well, and Vic just showing us his reflexes right now. Oh my god, look at the engage coming in. Oh, Avatar will be connected onto Imagine, but Scarecrow uses his Purify to make the escape here. And right now, we might be looking for a possible engage again because the Gatot Kacha is following up right now. Taylor is dealing a lot of damage, but the bouncing ball is also doing his own job. Vic comes in at the right time. Scarecrow will get taken down. Imagine will get taken down as well in trade for a tower in the bottom lane. But right now, it's Scared Souls who are trying to hold on to the driver's seat.
The Chow is really helping them do the pickups that the previous game EXP units haven't been able to do. So RWM landed on 2 people. That isn't something you saw even in the previous game. Oh, but you saw him be retreating. And yeah, Vic, he's playing quite well though. He does lose out the lane. So that will be something you have to consider because it is a lot of macro play. If you lose out the... Oh, the beast.
Oh my god, look at the combination coming in from the Khalid and the Aurora. They're raging sandstorm. Oh my god, AOT might be connecting there. Yes, the Battletrans will get taken down there. Dawn is trying to escape. A lot of damage being dealt. The Gatot Kacha will get taken down. The true damage of that Alpha is so useful to take down the Gatot Kacha right now. And they will be proceeding for the turtle, And right now, AD Dawn, he's onto that red buff. He knows he cannot contest the turtle as of now. And imagine just poking him down so low that he has to recall back.
And the mid lane is out for the contestant because they're going to be taking it and getting a lot of map control. 2 turrets, the bot and the mid lane, so they can do a lot of rotations as well as possible invade into the bus as well. But oh, look at the
Oh,
top lane though.
there might be a gang coming in there. And with that, Adidon gets taken down with the help of that Frigid Glacier. And right now, the Dragon is trying to zone them out. Vic will be getting the kill onto Kev. And Imagine arrives on the scene with his blades. But right now, the real manipulation has been used in place. And oh my god, Vic, that knocked up onto 3 people there. But Battle Trance will get taken down. Vic still survives, and Taylor gets taken down as well. Venom, though, he's there in that bottom lane pushing down that tower. But there is the holy defense. But Venom cannot. I mean, sorry, the Thug cannot match up against the Venom. His true damage is just way too much, and Venom comes out on top yet again. And my goodness, the way this Alpha is melting down that Gatot Kacha is just so obvious that is a direct counter for that hero. Oh, right now though, the Eve is way out of position. Lord needs to be careful, and he will be using that flicker to make the escape. The Moskov's Spear of Destruction does connect, but will he be teleporting there? Do not think so. The tower will get taken down by the Bruno.
And look at that. The score is even 8-8, but MAAF control 100% on the hands of Team INT. They have secured the bot lane, the bot lane. They even secured the mid lane. There's only one tier 2 turret. Black Dragon Form using the bottom lane though, Fido.
Oh my god, look at the potential of that engage there coming in from that Dragon Battle Trance. Using his Black Dragon form to take out, oh my god, Bruno, Scarecrow is dealing a lot of damage. Vic needs to escape the situation. Battle Trance would get taken down with the help of that Fracture there. Along with the Raging Sandstorm now, he will be able to secure the kill. Scarecrow is being, so dominant with the damage right now. I mean, his damage is so much ahead of that Moskov.
I want to look at the itemization because I think Bruno has his Berserker's Fury. Yep, he has the Berserker's Fury. He has the Wind of Nature to survive from Moskov as well. Even has the Hasa's Claw, so there is no killing this man. He will be regenerating most of his HP. Alpha has 3 items as well. Queen's Wings, so this guy is practically almost immortal because the damage and the sustain he will be dealing is going to be insane. On the other hand, Moskov doesn't have his 3rd item yet. He's building towards it, but not really that much. And Nolan does. Oh my god, Nolan is 1 item behind. He only got the Malefic Roar now, so he won't be dealing that much of damage. He was not going in for the damage composition though, not going for the Queen's Wings that you'll usually see. But look at Khalid, he has bought up the Winter Crown, so expect a Raging Sandstorm plus Winter Crown play coming in soon as well. Aura will be completing her 3rd item. I think this is a Wishing Lantern, so the damage onto the Gato as well as Vic, it's going to be insane. And she's still 1 item behind as well. So it's going to be, mega kill though.
Oh my god, look at the Way of Dragon being used there. Connects onto that Aurora, but no one there to be actually capitalizing on it. Battle Trance does have his skills ready, but he will be retreating right now because he's very low. And Imagine is the one zoning them out away from this tower. Oh, look at that. Engage. The Purify is there, but right now Khalid will be able to take out Taylor there in the back line. And with that, the Lord though is still marching on because there is no tower there. Vic though, he might be taken down as well, but no, Imagine does not have enough damage. Oh, Winter Crown coming in. Edidor will be able to get the kill or not. Let's see. He's taken down instead by Scarecrow. And with that, Lord gets a shutdown onto Imagine. Venom is still going on to Vic. The amount of true damage coming in is just way insane. But right now, Thug is there on the scene. He's trying to soak up the damage, but he's still able to escape though because the damage coming in from that Bruno and Alpha combined is just way too much for him to take.
And this is what I was really talking about because I don't think Team TSS, they have enough damage to be bursting them out. Alpha was literally close to their fountain and they couldn't do anything to budge him. 403 on the hands of Venom. And Imagine also, like, he's a roamer, but he has 544 KD, and that is absolutely impressive on the hands. And other than that, like, I think they're almost full items already. Venom had the Queen's Wings and he was already building towards what I guess is the Winter Crown. So he won't be taken down even from a burst skill that might be coming. But there's a pause coming up to check on some technical issues, ladies and gentlemen.
Definitely.
It seems a pause was definitely needed for TSS because right now they're not even getting an opportunity to breathe, like from the side of INT. And honestly, INT's domination this game has been really like so not able to get
pause and technical issue nahi.
Scarecrow needs to be
जानबूझ के
targeted,
देते हैं
building
pause.
up on, right?
Pause जानबूझ के
Definitely
देते
Team
हैं.
INT who are in the driving seat to follow him up. Job, he really cannot get his job done
Okay.
unless the damage dealers are there to follow him up. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're back into the game again. And right now, the score is 11 to 13, but it's definitely Team INT who are in the driving seat.
Yes, Pedro, like, wait a second. Okay. The scoreboard, it's not that far off, but the fact that, oh, in the bot lane, Moscow Taylor barely surviving that engage. But anyways, he finally got her hands into the wishing lantern, so she will be dealing quite a lot of damage. So hopefully they can do something, but the Lord will be coming right up. And I don't think Nolan is in a position to contest it in any possible way. And because of that, I think they might be losing it out because they don't have an inhibitor in the bot. And oh, but they are going in for it though.
Oh, look at that killing spree coming up right now, and shutdown being secured as well. Oh my god, this team fight is going nuts right now because it's working out in favor of Team Scarecrow. But right now, the Scarecrow arrives onto the
Players को
scene,
थोड़ा
and
breath
Sacred Souls will be
लेने के लिए.
backing off. Just when I said it's working out in their favor, Scarecrow just beats the Scarecrow out of me and lets me realize that he is there, and he's there for, doing that stuff that we really like to see.
I mean, his name is Scarecrow, and there's an absolute reason because TSS, the scared souls, they're not just scared souls, they're also crows because they're really getting scared of from Scarecrow right now. There's a lot of scare. Hopefully, Scared Yet was here because he would, I guess, enjoy the fun. But anyways, the Lord is up for the grabs for the side of INT because I don't think they can pull off another of that engage, but oh, the countdowns are really low at this point of the game because she does have the RWM, Kadot has the AOG as well. Shao wave the dragon.
Oh, look at that flicker trying to be used there, but no, he will not be able to escape. Vic gets taken down along with the dragon as well. What the EXP laners have been taken down, and there is the Moskov doing his job. He's split pushing at the moment. He does still have his ultimate. Oh no, he has been used up, but he'll be able to take down the tower there. The Lord will go into the hands of Team INT, and right now they will be retreating back, but no, Kev, oh my god, he uses the flicker to get that kill onto Abaddon. Abaddon will not be able to make it out alive, and there will be the disengage coming in, and they will be back to defend their bases.
2-for-1 trade at the cost of 2 bot lane towers. I don't think it was worth it because the Lord is still on the hands of Team INT. They have 5. Oh, Yuzong is already back. It doesn't matter anymore. Yuzong is already back, and Abaddon might be back as well. But the Lord is smashing down. If they sync up the lanes, they can take out the inhibitors and they can go in for an all-in engage. But the side of Team TSS, they do have good wave clear. So we'll have to see if they will be able to pull up a defense because they have the RWM as well as the AOG. The Lord is smashing down in the bot lane. There might be a potential engage coming in soon. The Black Dragon form being used up quite early on. RWM not quite on the point yet. Mid turret gets down. Oh, engage.
Oh my god, look at that AOG. Not being used up yet. He'll be using it right now. And with that, he'll able to zone him out. And the Lord has been taken down as well. A successful defense. But, that inhibitor will be taken down there. And with that, right now, the engage coming in from the Chow as well. But, there is that Aurora to freeze him down. So that Whale Dragon, he really needs to, time it well. Because otherwise, Aurora is always there to drop it down.
I think it's going to take a lot of micro on the hands because the Shunpo does immune the freeze, but you have to be extremely precise on that because if you're not, Pride of Ice.
Oh my god, but there is the, passive to save her there. And with that, the true damage coming in will be doing a lot of damage right now. Taylor, oh my god, he uses the Wind of Nature, but he will not be able to escape from the damage coming in from that Battle Trance. Battle Trance still going in. Lord is dealing a lot of damage as well, but sustain coming in from Battle Trance though. Oh my god, the Winter Crown has been used there, and there will be Lord. He will be saved by the Winter Crown. He'll be able to escape. But right now, it's the jungler and the mage versus the mage and the goal laner. And let's see if this brawl will play out in the favor of which team. Oh my god, Scarecrow, you're scaring me with that damage there. Berserker's Fury, crit damage being dealt, shut down on Lord, and the minions are marching in. I don't feel like Andy can do something, but there, oh my god, look at that Gatot Kacha, he marks down that Bruno so well, and Scarecrow is scary, but he will get the godlike, but he might get taken down right now. Vic secures the kill, but there's a successful defense, and Team Scared Souls will still stay in the match.
I honestly thought it was game over, but Abaddon's sacrifice really meant it because Gotot came right on time to secure the kill onto Scarecrow. And because of that, they have a little window of opportunity, but Abaddon is down. The retribution, they don't have it. So Alpha will be securing this slot without any issues, and I don't think Gatot has his AOG as well. And that is something a team INT knows, and they will be trying to secure it without any issues. Gatot is trying to go in. He has the AOG, so it might be possible. Moskov.
Oh my god, the Moskov is there, but he's taking a lot of damage right now. Oh my god, Frigid Glacier to melt him down, and right now the Alpha goes in, well, Gatot Kacha will be taken down as well there. But no, the one who will be taking him down is Kev on that Aurora. And it's 5 men versus 3. I do not feel like they will be able to, defend it. They don't even have the inhibitors right now. And Leo has to be really careful of his positioning. And Vic comes in. Oh my god, what was that, Vic? What was that? You really I don't expect that from you. And the Khalid is there as well. He's going in with his blades, but right now Vic might be able to escape, but no, Scarecrow will be taking him down. The zoning in comes with that. Oh my god, the Alpha. The Alpha. He does not care. He does not really care about anything right now. He goes inside the turret, taking the turret damage as well. And with that, Team INT take away the victory.
There's nothing much to be said because I honestly believe INT is just the overall better team because despite getting their hands into the chow, there was a lot of good decisions on their hands this time, but they were just not up to the point. They lost the map control and everything. And so, since I don't have anything much to say, we get right back to our host Crunchy, who has been watching the match from the backside, and I want to ask what he really wants to say about this game. Because do you think TSS really stood a chance this time?
No, they didn't have a chance from the very start.
That's true. That's
they
true.
don't have a chance from the start, bro. Like,
let me just rip off.
And you're gonna be witnessing the state finals for the state of Arunachal Pradesh. That's right, the state of Arunachal Pradesh. So the both teams are representing from Arunachal Pradesh, and they will be duking it out in this best of 5 series to see who will be representing at the top 10 of the states. So anyway, I am gonna be your host for this series of the matches, and joining me will be 2 beautiful and brilliant casters that you can see on your screen right now. It is going to be Sarah and Jinx. I will be a still photo for now, sadly, because I have some technical issues, but for now you guys can enjoy. But anyway, we have 2 really strong teams. It is Team MAAF going against Team Executive Esports. So, Sarah, you are quite familiar with Team MAAF. So, any words you have to say? I wouldn't really specify anything. You can say anything you're looking forward to.
MAAF is actually one of those teams in the Indian server who are comfortable with all of 3 servers. So no matter which server you put them in, whether it be the Northeast server or the Bengal or the Mumbai or the Delhi server, they can execute their game plans very perfectly. Akatsuki is one of those old players, and he has been especially good in the EXP lane recently, and even Willow, who has been seen to be playing mage for the side of many 5-man queues in all of these servers, has now shifted to the jungle. So it will be pretty interesting to see on how Team MAAF believes to be executing their game plans today against none other than Executive Esports themselves.
Thank you for that great insight. That is not something many people mention because that is indeed true. I have seen Team MAAF play it out in different servers, but somehow they never falter. They never have any issues. Like you can see them performing a little bit bad. But thank you for that great insight. So moving on to our dear caster Jinx as well. What are you looking forward to this match? Because this is going to be the winning team will be representing Arunachal Pradesh. Many people have their eyes on MAAF. So what do you have to say about that, Jinx?
I mean, I just a good game, right, between both the teams. So far, what I'm seeing in the finals is just pretty one-sided matches. So hopefully, we know how good MAAF is. So hopefully, Executive Esports show us what they have this time. That's all I want. I mean, I want a fun match.
Absolutely, the dear viewers, the classes, everybody wants a fun match. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, the game will be beginning, and I'll throw our dear classes into the draft phase. So Sarah Jinx, take it off from here.
Thank you, Ray, for that amazing throw. And with that, everyone, we will be right into the drafting phase between Team Executive Esports and Team MAAF. Both very skilled teams, both very experienced teams. They will be battling it out today in this best of 5 series to secure a spot in the top 10, as Ray was mentioning. MAAF, who is very good with those assassins, especially Willow and Akatsuki. They Team Executive will be looking to ban out on those specific heroes, probably target ban, or even they could be going in for the standard bans.
True. I mean, MAAF, I think they're a well-rounded team, right? They have been playing the game for quite a long time, like you were saying, in the castle desk. I feel like they have good control over a lot of heroes. So, what is the side of Team Executive Esports game strategy, right? What are they planning to ban out? Like, are they going to? I've seen Akatsuki play that EXP, play the roam. He's really good on the grok, so they want to ban him out. Now, we are seeing first. I mean, MAAF is the first pick, so they have the first ban as well. So, I can't make out what that is. What did they ban out? It's too.
It is a ruby jinx. So yeah, I do know that it's bit too small right there for us to see. But then again, ruby ban coming in from the side of MAAF is very justified considering executive hails from the Bengal server, and both of their EXP and gold laners are extremely well acquainted with that ruby and using up her I'm offended during the team fights. And with that, executive will of course be banning out Akatsuki's phobias. That's a very targeted ban towards Akatsuki. I've even seen Katsuki's partner Candy play out that hero in various tournaments, and they are both equally good with it. But coming back to Team MAAF itself, in this match, that is definitely going in towards Akatsuki.
Okay, probably. I mean, Ruby, I can only see her hat right now, so that's a good ban. Not, I mean, she was really popular with teams in the gold lane, in the roam position, even the EXP sometimes. And nowadays, I see her slowly fall off the meta. I think people are slowly learning how to counter her. Now, they're going to see them ban at the Moscow as well. So they are targeting those gold lane heroes, like Ruby gold lane, Moscow gold lane, the ban of the 4 years as well, maybe for Akazuki, like you were saying. Now we're going to see the second ban from the side of Team Executive Esports. I'm hoping they ban out a few meta heroes. Maybe the chip might be something we want to see. I saw Aurora, right, last game, I think, between those two teams. Aurora was doing really good. So, do they want to target a few majors? It depends on how good Executive Esports want to run their draft now. What do you think, Sarah? What do you think they're going to ban out?
The Cyber Team Executive, they should actually ban out on Willow's assassins. And yes, we were mentioning just a few minutes ago, and they ban out the Fanny right there. Caster's Curse working very, very well. And with that, a Team Executive has almost completed their first ban phase. MAAF, though, they will be playing it safe. I think they would just go ahead with a Jukshin ban, maybe, because we know how annoying she is in the mid lane again. For the side of Executive, I think they should prioritize on banning out that Khalid, because no one wants to mess with the Sandman during the team fights at least.
That is true. I mean, Khalid, very versatile hero. He's sort of a flex pick. Like, I've seen Muff, I think, play him in the Rome as well. Now the Chip gets banned out. Chip, that guy is never gonna see the light of day, Sarah. He's just always gonna be in that ban phase. No one's gonna pick him up. He's just so lonely there, getting banned out every single game now. Last ban to the side of Team Executive Esports, and then we're gonna see them pick up their heroes. What do you think? I'm going to just go with what you say because I think you know the teams way better than I do.
That's completely fine, but for the drafting
माफ
phase, it's
win for
actually
sure.
pretty
Let's see.
unpredictable because you
देखते
never
हैं
know.
देखते हैं.
Either of these teams, they might ban out on a eve out of nowhere. But then again, Executive would be securing that Matilda ban, leaving the Khalid open for Akatsuki to pick up. So it is going to be very interesting to see on what Team MAF actually prioritizes. Do they pick up on the Jukshin for the mid lane? Do they pick up the Khalid in the EXP? Or do they go ahead with the jungle pick? There we go. They pick up on the Suyo for the jungle, which means that now Executive Esports has the advantage of picking up on Khalid and Jukshin, or even any other mid laner, which could possibly be the Aurora, like you mentioned.
True. I'm hoping that, like you were saying, right, Zushin, very good pick right now. Looks like they heard you though, Sarah. They pick up the Khalid and they're going to be picking up the Gutout as well. Now, what I want them to pick up in the third pick is probably the Alpha, right? The Alpha is really good in countering the Suyu. He has a damage, he has a sustain. So I think that would be a good pick coming in from them if they want to play around him. But for now, we're going to see two more picks from the side of Team MAF. They pick up the Zushin instead. They pick up the Zushin. They pick up the Nathan as well. So they have all of the damage dealers shown, right? Like they showed the draft. I mean, Zushin is going mid lane. The Nathan is gonna go gold. Suyu in the jungle. So we sort of know what they're going to do already. Now all they need is a EXP and a tank, right? So their draft is pretty open. Meanwhile, the executive Gatot can go EXP, he can go roam, and same for the Khaled. So they have a good chance to flex a few heroes.
Exactly so, Jinx. And even in the goal lane, Team Executive could be picking up on a Lunox or a Harith. They are very much viable at the moment, especially against the Nathan. Just burst him out and he is going to be rendered useless during the team fights, even if he has the entropy to run away. But no, they are going to secure the Ling for the jungle from the side of Executive. Now, I must mention here though, both of the EXP laners from either of these teams, they are especially good. Chosen from Executive and Akatsuki from MAF, they have been two of the most experienced players in the current 10 who are playing in these games. But we would have to see on which team supports their EXP laner better so that they can execute it for us. And coming right back to the second draft phase itself, Executed would be looking for the EXP bans. They could be banning out a Terizla, they could ban out on a grog, they could ban out on simply anything at this moment, but no, they would be going in with a Tigreal ban for the Rome, which it again is justified, but considering they have the Kato Kaja and the Link, the Tigreal ban wasn't exactly that necessary as compared to those of the EXP bans. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, Tiger, if you see their composition, the side of Team Executive Esports, they have a Khalid, they have a Gato, they have a Link. No one that got the Tiger can catch right now, right? He was not going to be able to catch anyone. Even if he catches a few people, you're not going to burst them down because all you have is a Zushin, right? Zushin trade for CC and those team fights, but she's not a burst hero. She's not someone you
नहीं
can
हो
depend
गया
on.
क्या माफ का?
No, they banned out
अच्छा
the
हाँ
Grok as
हाँ
well. I
हाँ.
was wondering of the Grok,
मेरा
I
डिले में
think
चल
in the
रहा है ना, मैं
starting, I
भूल
was
गई
going to
थी.
see if they're going to ban it out, and they do ban that out straight away. Meanwhile, Marv, though, Louis as well as the Eve getting banned out. So that leaves quite a few heroes open. We have the Valentina open, Aurora, Vexana. Okay, Aurora getting picked by the side of Team Executive.
Exactly. We did mention on how good Aurora is, especially for the mid lane, and we were talking about how Executive can pick it up in the first two bans itself, but they waited it out. They took their time to judge the draft of Team MAF and locked in the Aurora for the mid lane. But no, MAF is actually going to answer it with a Joe for the EXP and a Hilda for the roam. This is actually a pretty interesting draft. So far, I have only seen Team Zohunt execute the Hilda Rome properly in ranks as well as tournament, but now Team Muff would be playing that once again, and Executive will be finishing their draft with a Claude pick against the Nathan. So that would be a pretty interesting matchup, I would say.
Yeah, true. I mean, Hilda, is she going Rome or is she going EXP? I've seen a few people play her in the EXP. I think a Cho Rome would be much more beneficial to the side of Team MAAF. I mean, he would probably be able to counter the Claude, maybe even kick Aurora around a few times, maybe even do well against the Link. So I think a Cho Rome would be much more favorable to the side of Team MAAF. Meanwhile, though, the Claude, Sarah, I don't like it. I wish they picked up a Lunox. I mean, burst hero. She can probably burst down the Hilda, burst down the Claude. I mean, burst down the Cho. She would do good against the Zushin. I was hoping for maybe Lunox
गाइस मैं
or
खाना
a
लेके
Harith
आती हूँ,
because
ओके?
they are
खाना
lacking in that
लेके
magic
आती हूँ.
damage.
Exactly, and with that, Jinx, we would be stepping right back into the land of Dawn. Game number 2, MAAF versus Executive, the first match of this best of 3, and either of these teams will have to battle it out with their blood. They will have to fight it out. Both of these teams extremely good on their specific drafts at the moment, and this best of fight would decide on who stays in the tournament on who moves up towards the Swiss bracket of the top 10. And as we can see at the current moment, nothing really much going in except Madara doing those early game pokes and Duba doing the same right back at it. So it's a fighter versus fighter in the mid lane.
Yeah, we saw Duba get it back equally, right? We're going to see this time though the Hilda in the EXP versus the Gutout now. Meanwhile, the Lito getting secured by Ling there, so he's doing a much faster rotation. Willow though chunked down pretty quickly there in that bot the mid lane skirmish. Now once again Duba just doing a bit of poking, but is he gonna get caught out here? Because look at that, Ling maybe wants the win. Okay. Okay, I can't hear Sarah, so just gonna wait until she comes back now. Meanwhile, though, Willow as well as Akatsuki doing really fast rotations here towards the bottom lane, just waiting for that level 4. Total is gonna be up in the next 15 seconds, and we just might see our first team fight there. Sarah, are you back?
I think Tara probably faced some technical issues, so she'll be back
Okay.
soon.
Okay, then Ray, you can join me probably because we're going to
Yeah.
see our first turtle fight here. We're going to see Madara getting chunked down, gets picked up and dropped. She's going to, I mean, I think he's going to lose life there.
Yeah, the AOG does connect into the turtle, takes down Willow. The turtle actually goes into the hands of Arunachal, our chosen one. Really becoming the chosen one, making the plays right here, but the team fight is still going on. All snuggles on the hand. Duba trying to make the play with the Jeet Kune is not able to succeed on it. Even Akatsuki gets taken down. A very bad trade on the hands of Team MAAF right there. They lose the turtle, they lose their jungler, and even at the top lane, Neo is having a little bit of hard time. Duba not able to do much right now.
That is true. I mean, just I think over engaged. Maybe they didn't time it correctly, but I think they can definitely match it up because as of now, the old gold lead is just 500 gold. So they do have a good chance to come back into the game. Meanwhile, though, we're going to see Madara reach level 4. He's being very, very annoying, especially onto the Duba. Maybe you're going to see a 3-man rotation towards the top, but Duba there gave enough vision to Neo, telling him, "Oh, just be a bit safe. You're going to get caught out." Uh, I mean, I think the teams are playing really safe, right? They're just waiting it out, waiting for the other team to engage. Sort of a cold war going in, other than the Hilda and Gatot. I mean, they're just going at each other there.
And look at the pickoff that just came in. Tempest of Blades onto the table as well. Duba getting taken down. What? Oh my god, then exiting there. Those were some really fast stands. He didn't let Duba do anything. But is Sarah back yet?
Yeah, true, true. Also, really good frigid pressure coming in from Aurora, right? I mean, just landed right on point. Meanwhile, I think now seeing the roams from both sides, we're going to see Willow trying to get the Aurora, but is he going to get it? It's a bit of a hard spot.
Yeah, look at the knock coming in from Jit Kundo, the way of the dragon connecting into the wall and might be able to succeed, but the Khalid with the genius flicker in, but does get knocked up. Link coming into the scene as well, does not pop up his Tempest of Blades yet because he doesn't have it, but I think Sarah has joined in back. Hey there, Sarah.
Hello, hello. Apologies for the inconvenience, but I will be right back. And
Okay.
with that, we can see that the side of Team Executive Esports is actually the one who is dominating. Thank you for carrying over there, Ray. But now, Jinx, I am back here. And with that, we can see that the side of Team Executive Esports is doing pretty well, and the first turtle was also in their favor. So, Team MAAF would have to actually step up from here. What do you say, Jinx?
That is true. But Captain mid lane Aurora getting caught out of by the show. They engaged pretty confidently. Gutter Gutter coming in with the AOG. But is he going to get someone? Boosting them up, push them around Mingado. Mega kill on the Ling, right? He gets the hit. Sarah, I think there's an echo from your side. So if you can maybe mute Video Ninja, I think that might help out now. Second turtle of the game, Sarah. I think the first executor are doing really, really good. Right? That's the advantage so far.
I think so, but actually, I don't think it's my mind coming in right there. But then again, as we can see in the current map situation, Executive is doing pretty well. The team up, they're looking for an engage in the top lane, and Joe would have to just run away from that situation.
Yeah, true. I mean, he has to maybe disengage because half on the back foot right now, right? They're losing the same fight. I think Aurora doing really, really good. Planning for critical Kratos right on point now. Got out here. Just clearing the wave. Maybe then they're gonna see a skirmish towards the today now. Second tool of the game. Whoever gets this might just get the goalie because Executive is leading with 1-0. Now the goal for those engages meanwhile in top eight. The Nathan gets that third. Gets that turret.
Exactly so, and I think everything should be fixed by now. And look,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can see Executive back into the draft. The Fidget Glacier landing onto none of them but Nexing, securing the turtle with that retribution Tempest of Blaze, knocking up two of them in the middle of the fire. I mean, the Avatar of Guardian was very useful. Chosen One doing what he does best. Marv Willow using the Suyo for an engage. Rawan in some danger. Willow will be the one securing the kill. But then again, we can see Chosen One shutting down Willow right in the middle of three people. He is alone doing what he does best, but Blazing Duet cancelled out by the Cho. Hans in danger will have to run away from the situation. Akatsuki also very low will be using that poke on towards Madara, and both of the teams would actually disengage now.
Yeah, I feel bad for the Claude. I feel bad for Hans there. I mean, he went in, guns blazing, and then the Cho just knocked him up. He's like, not today, dude. Just go back. And he got chunked down pretty quickly there. I think the Claude definitely needs to time his skills right. He doesn't want to be using his blazing duet right on top of Cho. That's going to really cost him. He does have the purify, didn't use it up yet. When he lost out the top lane inhibitor. So I think Marv slowly picking up the pace. The goal lead is the same. They're doing good. It's just those team fights that go on for too long, which is something they probably don't want to do because the Caliph is just going to regain that HP. Aurora is just going to keep freezing you, and then it's going to be a problem now. We're going to see the Letho getting secured by the Seraph team Marv, and maybe they want to maybe go for the mid lane. They're just clearing out those minions for now.
Yes, and I do believe we have a bit of a technical pause coming in. So, Ray, if you are with us, please join us. And with that, we could be seeing like what exactly should be the game plan of Team MAAF as they have to come back, they have to secure those objectives. What can they exactly do during the team fights?
I think the mistake that is happening, giving out a Khalid was a little bit of an odd decision, but there's also the AOG coming in as well. Like there's a lot of ultimates that are coming that is zoning out Willow as much as possible, and because of that, he's not able to snowball. And also the fact that Nanek Zing, I think there's a little bit I mean, they're just playing better. The other side, they're just executing it much better. Well, they are executive esports, so nothing less expected. So far, I think if they want to win, they have to make sure they prioritize on little misplays that are happening. But so far, executive esports, they have been carrying the momentum really good because Khalid, like I think nobody has. I know I'm not sure if anybody has done it yet, but he used a flicker and his heal to make sure he doesn't get interrupted by a knock up coming in from Angry Cat. That is a very impressive play, and he was able to survive, provide a little bit more damage with his tornado blades, and those are the really clever micro plays that are happening. So if Team MAAF wants to, win this game, they have to make sure they take out people one by one, target the goal laner. That is the main thing, and not give out that many objectives to the Link so far. But they are losing it quite a bit right now.
Yep, exactly. And with that, I think we would be stepping right back into the game.
Bye.
Yes. Jinx, please do carry on and tell us, what exactly should MAAF be doing here? Ray did mention that they have to protect Willow as well as Neo out there, but then again, we can see the Tempest of Blades being baited out in the top lane, so I believe that's a pretty good resource wasted because the turtle is going to be up anytime soon.
That is true now. Total of the game, 10 more seconds to go. This is where it matters, right? The side team executed, they have more of a CC composition. They're good in those team fights. They have Gutted with the AOG. They have Aurora with the Pretty Glacier. Now, Lord is up. We're going to see Willow trying to chunk it down. I'm going to probably continue what I'm about to say. Once we see this small skirmish, it's going to get reset. They're just waiting. I think they're waiting for the AOG to come in so that they can, re-engage now. Min, though, he's in top lane. I mean, and he's visible, right? So Willow can get this Lord free, of course.
He's trying his best, but the Raging Sandstorm landing right onto them and the blazing two-head will be enough to wipe them out. But Neo securing the kill onto was Madara, and Angry Cat will be the one securing the Lord. What a play coming in by MAAF. A good comeback out there, but the Ling is already here. He's using up his Tempest of Blaze, took down Neo right there with that unstoppable. Duba and Akatsuki, the two tanky frontliners, will be the only survivors out there. That is a 3-for-1 trade and with the Lord, but wasn't exactly useful for the side of MAAF either because their members are dead. They can't really push ahead with it.
He gets frozen and then Claude does the rest. He chunks her down immediately. They lose out Hilda as well. But like I was saying, like, Duba, where you going? You have to get caught out. I mean, you went a bit too far there.
Exactly, and Madara securing that kill on towards Duba once again. They have to play safe. They don't have to farm at the moment, neither the damage. So they should not be taking those engages, don't you think?
True. I mean, okay. And now I'll continue what I was trying to say, right? The side of team executive, they have that CC composition, right? Layering of those skills. They're really good in those team fights, and no wonder they're doing so well. And we're going to see the Gatta getting found down here. He's getting thrown around quite a bit. You saw the AOG, but in the wrong direction. I mean, he probably could have escaped that. I mean, why did he choose to jump there? Meanwhile, though, MAAF slowly coming back into the game.
Exactly, and the Cho's kick landing pretty well. Willow securing the kill onto Madara. Nexing in bit of a danger, but he will be running away. But the blazing duet right in the middle of it, but too much damage. Willow has the farm. He is getting those kills. Nexing with those defiant swords will be managing to secure a kill on towards Akatsuki and then run away from the situation. A pretty fair trade, I would say, a 2-for-2, but MAAF was the one who benefited from it.
Yeah, I mean, I think they did. Now, what is right this time around, I think they're slowly understanding that is that their composition power lays on those pickups. Now, right now, right, you see the bottom lane, I think we're going to see Gut out maybe get picked off there. He's alone. The rest of the team is really behind. They're not going to rotate in time, but they chose to disengage. Now, they need to pick people off, right? Maybe the Gatot, maybe going for the Claude or the Khalid, whoever engages first. You have the Lucian, you have the Cho, so you have that, one pick off hero. Just pick them off. You have the damage coming in from Neo here, right? He's going to do really. He's going to have a good time chunking them down. That's what they need to focus on, especially from the side of Team MAAF, because if they're going for those complete team fights and totally engage, especially when you have a Gatot as well a Aurora on the opposite side. It's going to really cost you the game. Just focus on the pick-offs, right? Pick one person off and then you have the game. Now, second lord of the game is the upside. I think we're going to see a bit of an engage coming in the side of Team Executive Esports. This time around, though, Ling is actually in the fight. Maybe he might be able to steal the lord.
Exactly so, and Akatsuki's positioning is also pretty good considering he can mark out that claw and chunk his HP down just before the Lord begins. But either of these teams, they're going to take it slow. They don't want to rush the Lord. It's an enhanced one, and whoever gets it gets at least one inhibitor because the tier 2 towers are also up. Ningsing, he is poking out the Lord. Katsuki does have the room. He is providing the vision as much as possible. Angry Cat also trying to poke them down, but the Ling onto Angry Cat. The Tempest of Blades has been used up. Akatsuki chunking down all of the damage with the Revitalize into the middle of 5 people. Not enough damage to take down the Jokshin even with the Lantern Flare. Ling does not have his ultimate. A 1-for-1, not a 1-for-1, but it was just Akatsuki who went down in that team fight. But a lot of resources were baited out for the side of Executive as well. So neither of these teams would be looking for a re-engage towards the Lord just as of now.
True. I mean, Ling, no purple buff. It does not have this retribution either. So maybe we're gonna have to wait it out. And by that time, Akatsuki is gonna be back into the game. Now we're going to see Executive still try to chunk down the Lord. But MAAF, though, they can't keep making the same mistake, right? You need those pickups, just like how Zushin is doing right now. Look at that show going in, trying to catch someone, but he gets caught out instead.
But Duba still does have the conceal. He would be looking for an engage with the Frigid Glacier, catching a lot of them. Neo right there in the middle of all of it, dealing a lot of damage, and the Lord will be secured by Ningsing. Once again, winning out those retribution battles against none other than Willow. So Team Executive, they have it in the bag. They have the Lord, they have the goal lead as well as the farm. They should just be pushing forward with it now.
They should, but one more thing though, I think I mean, they're playing it way too safe, right? They're not pushing down those lanes, especially when they have the Lord right now. Maybe do a bit of a split push with the lane, push down a few inhibitors because look at that, the mid lane is still standing strong. That's something you need to get control of the enemy jungle. Now we're going to see them just clear out those lanes. I think the lanes. The minions are not getting distributed properly because look at that, MAAF is going to have an easy time chunking out this Lord, especially with that Nathan there. He's just going to chunk it out immediately. Now that's a wasted Lord, right? It just wasted a resource there. And are you even going to get that mid lane inhibitor?
Yep, and the tier 1 will be going down in the hand of Hans. So Team Executive, they did manage to get only one proper objective out of that first enhanced slot. And the next slot, which would be up at around 18 minutes, is what they will have to contest to end the game. So that means they just dragged out the game for no reason. And Neo, he gets just more time to pick up his Holy Crystal and Divine Glaive and enhance his damage output even more. He already has the damage he needs to burst them out, but he will just be farming up more and more. And even Jokshin, once he gets the Wishing Lantern, it would just be a very difficult situation for the side of Executive Esports.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that they had a good chance this time when the Lord was coming. Maybe if they had maintained the lanes properly, maintained uh, the minions, I think they might have been able to chunk down a few more inhibitors. Now we're going to see a skirmish in lane. Duba is getting chunked down pretty fast, right? I mean, as soon as he goes in, he's looking for those pickers. The side team Executive Esports are always together and he gets caught out. I mean, he needs to wait for Executive to initiate and then maybe kick whoever initiates, maybe the Gatot, maybe the Khalid. I think that's the way to go because Duba cannot sustain the damage, right? Especially when you have Aurora, it's just anti-dive composition. I mean, you're gonna have a hard time diving into the backline. I think that's what they need to do. Meanwhile, the executive, they really need to start putting down that pressure. I mean, they have the map presence. It's just I don't see them using the lead that they have. Oh my God, Zushin, Angry Cat here got chunked down so quickly by the Claude.
Exactly, and with that, as we can see at the moment, Team MAAF, they are holding it out pretty well, but the side of Executed, they're actually struggling to end. That Ling as well as the Gatul Kaja and the Khalid has to be executing their ultimates together, especially that Avatar of the Guardian. But with that, we can see Chosen One being poked out by three people, but I don't think that they would exactly be taking an engage considering Ling is still on the bot lane.
Yeah, I mean, Ling needs to rotate towards the top. He is coming around. We're going to see a bit of a dance. I think they're waiting out for that 18 minutes, and maybe then with that Amnan slot, they're trying to end. Meanwhile, Mark doing a good job of zoning them out. Angry Cat here. But look at that Lord. Lord's on half HP.
Exactly, and Ningsing with that securing that kill, and Ravan as well catching Arkan, the Raging Sandstorm landing onto Cloud, Wind of Nature being baited out, blazing to it, dealing quite a lot of damage. Avatar of the Guardian will find that Neo, and he will be going down in the hands of Hans. Four members down for the side of Team MAAF. Misplay coming in by their side. Executive Esports will have an easy time at this Lord. Just Ling alone is enough to secure it. And three of them, they're pushing down the mid lane. The inhibitor will be taken down. No shield can save it. And the minions are all up. It's just the Joe alive. And will Team Executive just be ending this? Hans is on the base and the crystal goes down in the hands of Executive Esports. Once again, they reign supreme. Ray, come back to us right away because we need your opinion on what exactly happened in this game.
Oh my God. What a great upset, because I think many people, I mean, even I was looking forward to Team MAAF showing their brilliance because they're considered one of the top 10 teams. I mean, you just mentioned they play in almost every server, but what an upset coming in considering Executive Esports is showing that they're the better overall team. That is, I think, I think there is a little bit of draft gap because they give out the Khalid, one of the strongest EXP laners right now. They also for some reason give out the link, which is something you don't really want to give out if you're picking up the CU because he's one of those junglers that the CU cannot really match because the rotation it's way too fast. And I think Nenek Singh, like look at that man, 705, that is an absolute domination on his hand. And I think what really went wrong is that their composition first relied on Suyu snowballing. That didn't really happen. In some team fights, they got the kills, but it wasn't there much. But then it shifted towards Neo, right? Neo needed to be farmed, but I think Neo was also getting picked off. Akatsuki wasn't that present in this game. I think the Hilda pick makes sense logically, mechanically, but it didn't come out due to execution because executive esports team, which is better at executing their composition so far because they had a little bit of advantage in the goal lane too. Nathan, he's immune to Cloud's blazing duet, but it didn't really matter. So, what's your thoughts on this, dear Sarah and Dick?
I'll let Jinx take over that. I have been speaking for so long, so Jinx, please.
Okay, so I think it's not as much as it's the draft. I agree, maybe the Hilda pick might not have worked out for them, but I think it's just those team fights, right? They were taking it wrong. What Marf needed to do was pick off, and instead they were the ones getting picked off, right? They were diving in a bit too deep, Akatsuki as well as Duba, right? They were getting caught out quite a bit. They could not sustain the damage. I think they should have waited for the side of team executive to engage first, then maybe kicked or count because Nathan had the damage. Now that they could have utilized that, maybe waited for them the Kato to engage and then go in for those team fights. Especially towards the last lot skirmish, we saw them just get picked off one by one. I think it was just those team fights that was really hurting them.
Exactly so, and Team MAF, they did have the comeback potential considering they had the Nathan, but they just couldn't protect the Nathan well enough. And what I did not understand about the draft is the Cho going in towards the Rome and the Hilda being the EXP laner. So what I actually think is they should have swapped those two heroes because Hilda is definitely better off as a roamer and Cho can go in for the tank build even in the EXP lane. So that might just have worked out better for them.
Sarah, I kind of agree because there's a difference between the person who goes into the roamer and EXP lane. The person who's going to roam, he's going
Will be.
I don't know, executed. They won the first game. Definitely, it was the compositions. Now you sort of know what they're gonna go for, right? That they want.
In the draft in terms of crowd control, Mark wins out in terms of damage. So it will be a matter of time to see if Team Mark fixes themselves and does better this time around. And with that, Jinx, we would be heading right back into the land of Dawn, game 2, with Executive Esports leaving 1-0 in this best of 5.
Yeah, I mean, Sarah, that's 4 magic damage from the side of Team Execute Esports. I understand Saram is going roam. No, he's going mid. We see the Grok is literally the only person on their end who has a physical damage coming in, right? So that's just, I think, bad drafting. I mean, they did the Angela ban, and then they let MAAF pick up the Lunox. Look at that. Neo is chunking down hands there in the bottom lane now. Lunox, the counter to the Harith, and they pick up Julian, and they pick up the Faramis. I mean, I understand the draft. It's just you have no physical damage on your end. You're going to have such a huge problem mid to late game as soon as Murph picks up those magic defense now. Meanwhile, the Faramis gets first blood given away to the Hayabusa. Hayabusa, someone you could have about this. He's going to get caught out there. Look at that.
As we were mentioning, Willow is good on those assassins, but Nexing is nothing less. He's just going to be answering whatever kills Willow takes away from his team by getting a kill onto Willow himself, and that is exactly what he is showing us in this game. Like, the Julian is such a hero. The entirety of the early game would be in the side of Team Executive Esports favor because of how that hero can just be played. And we can see that either of these teams, they would be moving on towards the first turtle of the game, but Team Executive, they have a faster rotation. Madara and Chosen One, they would be moving in towards the mid. Chosen will be taking the mid wave to secure up his level 4, the smart MPL rotation as we have been seeing in MPL ID this season. And with that, Team MAAF Team Executive will be the one with the advantage at the first turtle. But look at Willow, he is engaging on to Ra1 and he will be securing the kill once again on towards the Foramis, but the retribution will be secured by Nexing, and nothing much can be done by the side of Team MAAF once again. But onto the goal lane, Neo securing a kill onto Hans. Just how good Lunox is against that Harith is what he's showing us right now.
Yeah, true. I mean, they exchanged for armies in response to the total. So the goal lead is pretty, evened out 500 lead to the side of Team Murph because Willow is doing really good at farming right now. But they also lose out hands there in bottom lane now. If I was Madara, I would probably focus down on the bottom lane. Maybe chunk down this loan of keep them rotating there. But Duba is there this time around to let Neo know that they are coming. No, don't release that. Now look at that Ruby going in.
Duba with that I'm offended plays at the Avatar of the Guardian, actually managing to catch Nexing, but Faramis' ultimate saving all of them. Revitalize being used up by Akatsuki. Not enough damage coming in by either of those teams to secure a kill onto anyone. The Faramis' ultimate was very well timed and saved Nexing's life pretty well, because otherwise he might just have been caught out, and even Akatsuki with that Revitalize managed to escape. But Willow with an engage, possible engage with the Shadow Arm offended, continue on towards and Chosen One. But nothing much going to be happening out of that as both of those teams just disengage.
True, but we do see them try to maybe gank Hans there towards the bottom lane. I think he knows they're there. He's playing a bit safe, just hiding in the bush. Meanwhile, though, they go on Madara instead, chunk him down. He used up the flicker to escape. Now Hayabusa coming back in to secure that kill. But he overstayed his welcome and he gets deleted by Hans, gets a kill on Willow. A bit of a misclick, maybe. I think he just could not retreat to his shadow on time. I mean, Willow does have the snowball, but he can't give up his gold to Hans here because he's the gold laner. If Hans farms, you're going to have a tough time countering him.
Exactly so, and it was actually the Grok's wild charge. Like, Madara used that split second he had with 1 HP to just stun Willow down with the turret and took his life. It was a 1-for-1, a beautiful play actually by Madara with that wild charge, and Willow just could not make it out on time and was taken down. But Neo once again in the goal lane, doing amazing works right there, and the Avatar of the Guardian does find 2 of them, but the Faramis ultimate will be saving them once again. The wild charge connecting, Revitalize being used up, and the armor offended once again connecting right then and there. Chosen One with those plays, but Neo and Willow, they are here back into the game. Neo will be trying to escape as much as possible, and triple kill secured by Willow in that team fight. A 2 for 3 trade, a 2 for 4 trade actually, because Rawan was also down. So Team MAAF is finally looking back in form.
Yeah, I mean, they just have a better draft this time around, right? They're really doing good those team fights because this time they have that CC, they have the kill box with the Eve, with the real world manipulation. You have the Guttote, you have the Ruby. So I see the vision, right? You let Ruby go in with the I am offended, just like she's going in now. She gets it on the health. He uses up his Purify, but look at that, Willow is there to chunk him down this time.
Exactly so, but once again towards the goal lane, Hans will be taken down by Duba, and Willow right here taking the kill onto Madara, but Chosen One taking the revenge onto Willow. It's a trade for trade. The Angry Cat securing kill once again. 3 down for the side of Team Executive Esports, and 2 down for the side of Team MAAF. That was a 3 for 2 trade, but Team MAAF is still in the lead. Though the goal lead is still a very slight 1k only.
True. Now they're gonna maybe do a bit of poking on the Julian here. But like I was saying, right, their draft is just way better this time. Executive Esports mid to late game, they're gonna have a tough time because their mark is gonna get that magic defense items, and then you're just not going to be able to do any damage. I mean, you have Ruby for the CC, you have Eve for the kill box, and then you have the Gutter with the AOG, and he's just going to keep landing on you. The only solution you have to that problem is Ravan, right? He uses up his ultimate, saves a few of you, but for how long, right? If I was executive, I would be probably trying to snowball this game, push down as many turrets as I possibly can. Hopefully, not let MAAF get farmed up because mid to late game, you're going to have a lot of trouble now. Look at that. We're going to see Chosen One going on the Guttote, but he's just poking right now. He's not going to get much out of that little skirmish. But top lane there, Sarah. Look at that. We're going to see Duba here going in for the flank.
The arm offended connecting beautifully onto Hans, and the damage output coming in by Neo is just way too much for Hans to handle, and he will be falling prey once again. 141 KDA, not looking good. Team Executive does secure the third turtle of the game, though it is a bit too late at the 7 minutes 30 seconds mark, but considering they are on the back foot, it's a pretty smart decision and by delaying the Lord for the side of Team MAAF.
That's true. I mean, Neo at this point, right? He's really farmed up. He just hands cannot counter him at this point. He's gonna have a really tough time. Meanwhile, though, MAAF, they're trying to look for that mid lane inhibitor. Ruby going in. I mean, Fovi is going in. Ruby trying to counter him quite a bit. A wall comes up, but I think Ruby is gonna do an I am offended. I think it's maybe trying to catch someone. No, they disengage. At this point, MAAF though doing really good. They have all the turrets intact. Meanwhile, the mid lane skirmish happening.
And the Paramis ultimate being baited out. Avatar of the Guardian does catch 2 of them, though Rawan was silenced away and will be escaping out of that situation. Akatsuki using up his Revitalize to help his team survive in the middle of it all. And just friendly blows at the moment. Not exactly friendly, but it is friendly considering no one died in those team fights. But we will be seeing a technical pause once again. And Ray, it would be a pleasure to have you back if you can come back right with us. But I do think that, yep, and he is.
Anyone opinion, like out of
For Am, just gone for the Lord. I'm Willow's going
looking to get some damage. Nexing
inside, and with that, you guys will be heading back into the game. I'll go into my back seat. So yeah, guys, take it up.
Thank you once again for joining us, Ray. But what I really think is helping Team MAAF out in this situation at the moment is that look at Duba. He's just pulling them in. Neo is in a bit of a situation, and Nexing will be managing to secure that kill, but Angry Cat will just be taking away the kill onto him as well. Paramis and Grok will be defending the mid lane. Willow trying to deal quite some damage. The Wild Charge does knock up 3 of them as well as stun Angry Cat into the middle of it all, but Hayabusa using up his ultimate will be finding the kill onto Matara, and 2 of them down, and Neo being the only casualty as Team MAAF will be looking to secure the tier 1 in the mid lane.
Yeah, but the two inhibitors on the side lane, not much of a difference because that mid lane inhibitor is standing now. I think Willow's going to get that first Lord free. Of course, we do see Chosen One maybe go in to disrupt them a bit, but this team is still they need to catch up. Meanwhile, Darkhart's okay, retreating maybe to get a bit of HP now. I think Marv could have just gone for the Lord. I mean, Madara was still respawning, so I think they probably could have speedrun it. But meantime, they would be doing that. Just maybe wait for a few more pickoffs and then go for the Lord. Look at that though, Hans poking on the Lord. I wouldn't be doing that if I was them because they're just on the back foot, right? I mean, they're having a tough time.
Exactly so, and Dubai is surely doing a lot, just fighting them 1 versus 4 and sustaining so much. Even the Avatar of the Guardian, it did land, but Promise was there to use up his ultimate. Neo with in the backline with that Dark and Light combination, the Ruby DD connecting right onto that, but the Wild Charge, not enough to help them out of that situation. But once here and now we can see that Willow is there for the engage though. Will be finding the kill onto Hans. The Skypier is a passive proccing right on time and will also be managing to escape from Nexing. Beautiful sidestep coming in by the side of Team but Team Executive, they do have a 10-second advantage at the moment and they could try and start off on the Lord. But then again, Willow is there for the steal and they can't really stop him once he uses up his shadows.
Yeah, and I think Willow has a better retribution. As of now, we saw him steal out quite a few, neutral objectives last game. I think maybe they would focus on Willow, get him first, and then go for any objective that you want. Now, Mark, though, they're just making few mistakes that I think Duba being a bit too greedy and working without his team. They need to use their composition to their advantage. Look at that. Where is Ravan going? He's lost. Where was he going? Okay, I think Sarah has been disconnected once again. Now Ruby gets the kill on the Grok and they're going to get this Lord free, of course. They're going to chunk it down pretty quickly. They have the Lunox for it. But Namsing coming back into those fights, I think he wants a bit of revenge. Paramus using up his Netherlands. They're going to get the kill on the Gutout and they also get Willow this time. So that means the Lord goes in from Team Executive Esports. Looks like a comeback. It's an order, right? They were losing mid to early game and now they are back into the game. I mean, they're winning those team fights.
Exactly so. And you know what? I actually have my push to talk on, and I was pressing a different key instead of the correct one. Apologies there. But Team Executive, exactly, Team Executive, they are coming back. Chosen, doing what he does best on that Phobius. They should have banned him out in the first place, considering they will definitely pick up on that Ruby and the Hayabusa. So that was a bit of a issue for the side of Team MAAF. And now, Team Executive, they are using it to their full potential to just try and make a comeback in this game.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Marv, they're just making mistakes, right? The draft is really good. They have the capabilities. I think they're just messing now. Conceal play going in, Sarah. Are they going to catch anyone? Are they going to get Willow? But no, he got caught, shadows himself out of there. But look at that, Lord is still at half HP. I think that top lane inhibitor is going to go down.
Exactly, and the inhibitor might just got another wild charge catching Duba in the middle of it all. Julian and Harris with that magic damage burst towards the late game as the 14-minute mark is about to be hit. Haya using up his shadows as much as possible, but just not enough to deal any kind of damage towards Nexing, Madara and others yet. He just has to mark out Hans and Rawan on that Hayabusa, but the shadows aren't hitting just properly. Executive is coming out on top at the moment, but then again, Team Up, they need to play for a pick of like they had to do in the first game as well. They need to chunk down Hans so that he cannot burst anyone during the team fight. They need to catch Chosen off guard, give him a lot of crowd control and burst him out, because Neo is the only one who can do that from the side of Team MAAF, as well as bait out Rawan's ultimate so that the team fights Akatsuki can actually land as Avatar of the Guardian. If you have noticed, Jinx, so far in none of the team fights that Avatar of the Guardian has been very useful just because of that Faramis ultimate.
Yeah, I think the main problem for the side of Team MAAF is definitely Ravan, right? He's able to save his team quite a few times. He's doing really good. He knows how to pop up his ultimate. I think that's who they should be going for, especially Duba, maybe even Willow. Force out that ultimate from Faramis, and then you're going to have a good game. But they are making a lot of mistakes in those team fights, right? They just lot of disconnect. They have composition and they're not using it for their advantages, just going in one by one, getting caught out. But I think that's where Chosen One comes in, right? He's doing a great job disturbing that back lane. He's always in the back lane, he's always jumping into, just disrupting the composition. We're gonna say his comments towards the purple AOG landing on two people.
Absolutely, Jinx, and with that, the real world manipulation will be dealing a lot of damage. The Witching Land and passive being propped up, but Willow is already down. The Lord is up. Team Executive is still going for the brawl. Chosen with the mega kill into the middle of it all. 3 members down from the side of Team MAAF. Mistakes being made. Executive with the recall taunts in the mid lane, as this is going to be a very, very easy Lord coming in from their side.
Yeah, I mean, Executive Esports just proving me wrong. I mean, I love to be proven wrong, right? 4 magic dealers. They don't have much CC this game, but they are doing great. I think it's all because of the Faramis pick. I was wrong here. I'll admit it, right? I was wrong, and I think we're gonna see a huge upset at least in game number 2. Because right now MAAF is on the back foot. I mean, they have the Lunox to clear up the Lord, but look at that Executive in the mid lane. I think he's doing a bit of recalling, but he loses up his immortality for that. Was it worth the risk, Sarah? Like, do you want to recall and then lose up the immortality, which you could have used up in this upcoming Lord fight?
Exactly, so that's a misplay, right? Like, that is where the mistakes are coming in from the side of Team MAAF. Then losing all of the early game advantage that they had. And look at Madara now. He's just going to go in for that flicker wild charge. And even Rawan, he has enough damage to poke them out once they are grouped up after being caught out in the wild charge. Chosen using that knockup onto Duba. Duba will be forced out of that wall, but now we're going back. Concealed play coming in. Madara looking for the wild charge, but the team members of MAAF are smart enough to be scattered enough, but the immortality being lost out of the Guardian, connecting on to one. Willow with the play. Will be using the ultimate, not finding a kill into the backline, but no, Rawan goes down. A team Executive with a successful defense. So far, the minions are still going to be charging in, but they do have some time before they come up to the inhibitors. But all the inhibitors are already down. Team MAAF did clear the Lord, but lost all of their inhibitors as well as Akatsuki.
That is true. Now Ravan's back into the game. They're going to see Angry Cat try to poke them out. Look at that. They still want to fight this, Sarah, but nah, they're gonna disengage. They're gonna disengage because look at that, the minions are going to their base.
Exactly, the minions are there. Angry Cat needs to recall in front of the minions itself. I think that's just a way to save time. But then again, MAAF doing MAAF things. But coming back to the match situation, Team Executive having a 10,000 goal lead, coming back from a 6 to 12 something kill difference, and now they have a 10,000 goal lead in their favor. That just shows how well Executive Esports is actually playing, especially Chosen and Ningsing with a 7-7 KDA, carrying up Hans from a 1-4-1 to a 4-5-6. Once again, Willow looking for an engage onto Rawan, will be pulled back, but he manages to escape for his dear life. Dubai is in danger. Team Executive will be forcing them to flicker out with the wild charge, connecting once again. Neo caught off guard, will be taken down. Irika forced to flicker out. Double knockup coming in from Julian. Enhanced basic attacks coming in right, left and right. The minions are going to be charging in. It's a 3 versus 5. Will MAAF be able to defend this? Willow in the back lanes trying to mark out Hans, will be taken down, but there's a lot of damage. Executive With the recordons right on the crystal, Willow goes down, Akatsuki goes down, and inside the base, Angry Cat goes as the crystal falls in the hands of Executive Esports. Bring back Ray with us, and with that, this will be game number 2 secured by Executive once again, a 2-0 being the score.
Damn. I was not expecting that because the last time the pause happened, I think there's something with the pause, guys. Like higher.
Going to the backline, disturbing them all the time, and that's where it started affecting MAAF because they could not land that kill box on time because Fovius was always on the face of that Eve. Executive is playing way above expectations. I mean, they're playing really good, but I think MAAF can come back. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. What do you think, Ray?
Yeah, Jinx might be jinxing something. We might be seeing a game number 5 because you said it. We have to see if the Costas curse is real or Team Executive Esports might be executing things that we didn't even imagine. And, we might see the next biggest upset in the tournament so far, like Team MAAF out. That might be new content for other people. But, anyways, let's see if Team MAAF can deny that content or are we going to see them out of? Because Executive Esports, they're in a form right now, and let's see if they can stop it. Because we never know what draft both teams will be cooking up. Because last game, 4 magic damage, it worked, right? It worked. So on to you, Sarah.
Exactly so, everyone. And even in the comment section, if we have noticed, everyone is commenting that Executive is Bengali, Sarah is Bengali, Jinx is Bengali, everything is Bengali here. So I
I'm
think the
not.
Bengali Kala Jadoo is working for the side of Executive Esports. And even though they're representing Arunachal Pradesh at the moment, they might just be going in towards the top 10. And with that, Jinx and Ray, please take it away from the draft.
Thank you to Sarah for that amazing hosting, and we are into the draft phase already because this is going to be a really big decision maker for both teams. Is Executive Esports going to do a clean sweep, or Team MAAF will be able to deny it? And Jinx, you are predicting a little bit of 3-2 on our hands, so I'm excited to see if this game might be won by MAAF, just like you predict. So with that, what do you expect to see this time? Do you think we are going to be seeing something similar, or we're gonna change up a pace a little bit?
I mean, from the side of team executive, I think we're seeing the same sort of draft. It's just MAAF, right? MAAF, first time around, they went for a pick-off composition with the Cho, with the Zushin.
Yes.
That's what they were looking for, but it didn't work out. Now, second time around, they went for a front-end composition. That also didn't work out for them because they were playing it like a pick-off composition. I think MAAF just needs to, get themselves together, figure out what they actually want to do in those team fights, and then commit to them. I think Duba just needs to tell his team, look, I'm going in, follow me up, and then Akatsuki can come in as well. I think that's what they want to be looking out for now. First time they're going to be banning out the Matilda once again. I think this is the third time they're banning out that hero.
Yeah, I think they don't want the snowball coming in from a fighter jungle composition like Alpha or an Xbox, so they are denying it as much as possible. And in the last game, it was a matchup of a very interesting thing, Jinx, because Hayabusa and Julian, both of these heroes, so far in the quarterfinals and in the semifinals, before, both of them have the lowest win rates in the hyper category. Like Hayabusa has around 44% win rate, and Julian has around 25% win rate. So it was a competition of who can lower the win rate higher, and Julian was able to not be that person and lower the Hayabusa win rate even a little bit more. So yeah, that is an interesting fact we just got here. But look at that, Executive Esports just doing the classic things. They know they're the second pick. They are banning out this CEO. MAAF here though, they don't want to go for the first pick Khalid. What do you think their strategy could be? Like their first pick. Do you think they're going in for Gatot again or something else?
I mean, I don't know, Marv, do they even have a strategy? I mean, it's just standard bans, right? Now we see the Fani ban coming in from executor. As for Marv, though, I think they know their draft is just the execution. Their draft is just really very standard, except for that one Hilda pick which didn't work out for them. Other than that, I think they're going just banning out the meta, banning out whatever they think is going to cause a problem for them. Now, third ban from the side of Team Marv, do they want to maybe ban out a mage? I think that's where the problem is coming in from off, right? I think they're having a real problem getting that mid control. I think that's where it's failing them. But they ban out the Grok themselves. Now, MAAF though, I think MAAF is really good on the Grok. I don't know why they would want to ban it out. Maybe last game. Maybe last game. I mean, maybe they have trauma from it.
Yep, the PTSD might be real, but you know what might be real? Because if Executive Esports doesn't ban out the link right now, Below has the opportunity to pick it up. Because look at that, Eve, the Eve gets banned in, so Willow he can instantly pick up the link, because giving the link to Nan X might be a bad decision considering what really went in the first game. Ling wasn't even taken down even once, despite the fact that they had a pick off composition. Somehow they couldn't catch Ling even once. But no, MAAF actually goes in for this Jushin pick. Oh my god, Executive Esports might be picking up the link soon. Or do they want to change the pace this time? Perhaps both teams are trying to play a little bit of mind games right here, Jing.
Yeah, I mean, Zushan, she's a good pick, but first pick, I mean, look at that, the chip. The chip was open
Oh my
here.
god.
Ray, I mean, you give up the chip, you give the 4 views, and then you pick up a Zushan. Now, the only thing I know that counters the chip is maybe the Carmela, right? As soon as Chip comes in with his team, then you use up Carmela's ultimate, maybe counter him a bit. Maybe that's what MAAF is going to go for. But the Zushan with the Carmela, I'm not sure how well that would work out. Now, MAAF, though, I think that was a risky move. I think they didn't see the vision. I mean, they didn't see the chip was open and they just made a mistake.
Yeah, it's possible. You know, Carmilla is a really solid counter, and she actually pairs off really well with Jushin, because once the Curse of the Blood Moon has been connected to multiple people, you can knock up one person and the rest will also get knocked up. So that is a good combo. But MAAF, they are going in for a very different composition again, because they pick up the Alpha, they pick up the Gatot Kacha on their end instead. So Carmilla might get banned out into the second phase if they're looking to pick her up to counter this chip, because I think that is the most sensible decision on the hands of Team Executive Esports. So it is going to be interesting, because Chip, he's considered, I mean, you just said it, right? Chip, he doesn't see the day of light of the day, because he doesn't get even opened up even once. But this is, I think, the first time, first time in the the state finals, we're seeing a Chip being open. But oh, look at that, Jinx. Sicilian is actually one of the heroes with the highest win rate in this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing great right now, right? Once he got that bit of patch changes, I think he's just a really good mage. But right now, he's up against the Alpha, he's up against the Gutout, and he really needs someone to do a bit of peeling for him. For now, though, I don't think anyone can really protect him. Chip is gonna be, way up in front. He's gonna be tanking that damage, and Fovius is just gonna be disrupting the backline. So I think he needs one more person just to keep him safe. Now, meanwhile, though, we're going to see Angela once again get banned out by the side of Team Execute Esports this time around, though, Ray. I understand it, right? You don't want that Angela and the Alpha combination. Last time I didn't get it, but this time I definitely get it now. Last ban to the side of Team Execute Esports. Once again, though, I think MAAF would do really good with the Minsara pick, especially against the Fovius. But I don't think they're going to go for it. Maybe even the Ruby, but they ban out the Nathan instead. So we're going to see the gold lane getting targeted here.
Yeah, they do want to make sure. Nathan, also one of the highest winded goal laners. There's a reason, after all. Wind of Nature doesn't counter him, so because of that, he also has such good DPS in their late game. So we respect what he banned. And we just saw how Neo performed well. But yeah, they were able to counter it. But at the same time, do you want to take that risk every time? No, they will be playing it safe, banning the Nathan out. And look at that, MAAF finally banning out the Ling as well. So I'm curious to see if Executive Esports will be pulling up with a new jungler. Perhaps the Nolan, perhaps something else, because I'm curious. They have been doing quite good with their picks so far, because for Magic, that shouldn't work, right, Jing? But it did.
Yeah, I mean, for Magic worked out for them last time, maybe this time too. I don't know, but okay, they are locking in the Martyrs. Martyrs up against the Alpha. I would have probably preferred a Bane here. I mean, I think a Bane is really
Yeah.
good, but they picked up the Martyrs instead, which might be in response to the Zushin, right? He has a bit of immune in his second skill that probably can dodge her. If he gets farmed, though, he deals quite a bit of damage. Now, both teams going in for those fighter jungles. Who do you think wins out between Martis and Alpha? I think Martis has more damage, but Alpha just has more sustain, and he's just way better in those team fights.
Yeah, I mean exactly that. Martis is a really burst hero. His main thing is that use up your second skill, CC them, and then use your decimation to secure the kill. But he can't do that against someone like Alpha, who has so much spellvamp in his hands. And if he gets Queen's Wings in the mid game, Martis cannot do anything about that. He like in a 1 versus 1 situation, the Alpha will be winning. But after all, we have seen Executive Esports. They have done quite a lot. They stick around quite a lot. So Martis might be here to just pick up the kills as much as possible, and he has the early game damage, so they might want to snowball and perhaps want their marksmen to farm up as much as possible, because I think the Moscow is still left out open. But oh, look at that. MAAF going in for a full-on front-to-end composition with the high loss. Oh my god, Leslie? Executive Esports, are you getting a little bit more comfortable? Because a Leslie against a Beatrix, what do you think of that, Jay?
Yeah, I mean, I already jinxed it. I said it's gonna be a 3-2, but I don't know. I don't know for this Leslie pick, right? I think I would have preferred maybe a Moscow. I think a Moscow would do great. Maybe even a Harith, maybe even a Lunox. I mean, something different. But last time around they showed us that four magic dealers do work, and this time they're gonna show us maybe the Leslie and the Martis pick working this time around. I mean, I don't want to say anything. They proved me wrong last time. They might prove me wrong this time too. I like the draft though. I mean, they have the chip, they have the Fovius, they have the Martis, all good, really frontliners, and then they have the Sicilian from the back end just dealing damage. Now, I don't know how good Leslie is going to be, but this is do or die for MAAF, right? If they lose this, they're out of the tournament. So Ray, take us in.
Yes, definitely. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the land of dawn, because this is going to be a high stakes match for both teams, because Team MAAF, they have to play their best. This is their last opportunity, because right now they are going down with a 2 of match point in this best of 5 series, and they have to make sure they win this or they're out of this, just like Jinx said. But this time around, quite a lot of creative decisions on the hands of Team Executive Esports, as they picked up a really late game composition. Sicilian, Leslie, both late game, and they're already getting bullied in the mid lane. Look at that. Sicilian already baited out the sprint. So it's going to be interesting how they handle the early game, because it is going to be very crucial. I think Team MAAF needs to make sure this game doesn't go late.
Yeah, I don't think Sicilian is even going to get his level 2. I mean, I would. Chip might as well take those minions at this point. I mean, he has to recall now Zoshin being really, really annoying in the mid lane. I think right now Angry Cat has that mid lane, control for now. But Sicilian mid to late game, that's something they need to watch out for, right? I mean, for the backlane dive, you have the Guttoad, you have the Hylos, but are you really going to be able to get through that chip as well as the Fovius, right? That's something they need to be focusing on now. Turtle is going to come up in 30 seconds. Meanwhile, the both teams focusing on getting that level 4 Angry Cat, trying to deny Sicilian that farm for now. Not much happening, but look at that bottom lane. I think Leslie is actually poking down the Beatrix.
Yeah, she does have the advantage before Beatrix becomes level 4, mainly because of the fact that she can poke her out. Oh, but Beatrix, though, dealing quite a lot of damage. Hans, there's a lot of poking happening in the bot lane. But anyways, yeah,
They
we'll be
win.
going to the top lane.
Yeah, total is up. Guttoad, Duba already chunked down to half HP. Might not be that viable in the team fight. He's gonna look to get his level 4, maybe then go in with the AOG. Look at that though, Chip still has level 3 only. So I think the side of Team MAAF might have the advantage. They're just waiting it out. Just seeing who's gonna get that first touch now. Zushin, I have to say though, Zushin is just so annoying here, Ray. I mean, she is just always in your face. I think that's just a permaban hero.
Yeah, definitely. Angry Cat making a good use of it, but an overall engage might be coming in soon. Martis almost finished with his red buff. The turtle fight has already begun. Phobius looking to zone out as much as possible. Oh my god, great retribution from Willow, but AOT connecting in. First blood on the hands of Nenex Jinx on that Gatotacha. Phobius also secures a kill into the Alpha. He's jumping in with the demonic rush. He's in a rush and he will be taking down Akatsuki as well. Angry Cat is the only one left standing on that engage, and 2-4-0. No, 3-4-0 trade, and they do get the turtle, but 0-3. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, Ray, you know what's the problem with MAAF draft right now? They have no damage. Absolutely no damage, right? You have the high lows, you have the Guttot, and then you have absolutely no one because Beatrix is going to take a long time to come online.
Yes, they're going in for that slow composition. Like that, I see the vision. Hylos will be using up the glorious pathway to slow them down. So, and then Tushin, she will be using up her lantern flare to pick up enemies as much as possible. And then Alpha will come for the cleanup, and Gatot will come with the AOG. That is the plan so far. But it does require a lot of damage coming in from Beatrix. Just like you mentioned, Beatrix is the key player here, so they have to be careful about that.
Oh no, we're going to see the purple Dubai trying to go in for a bit of poke now. I don't know why you would do that. You have no damage. Okay, I think Alpha got it.
Yeah, Alpha was able to secure it and a kill as well, but teleportation I think is into the play, but it doesn't really matter because all of the members AOG connecting into nothing so far. Phobius trying to retreat but getting picked up by Zushin. They will be leaving as Madara will get taken down in this T5 and Leslie just doing a little bit of poking, and that was a good trade on the hands of Team MAAF.
No, I mean, I thought maybe they didn't want to do it now. Marf slowly coming back into the game. They're going to jump on the Leslie. She uses her flicker to escape, but I think they're going to lose that bottom lane inhibitor now. Executor Esports, if they want to win the game, they definitely need to be focusing down onto Neo. They're going to exchange the bottom lane inhibitor for the turtle. I don't think Willow is going to make it in time. Martus is doing quick walk. Meanwhile, though, Chip, look at that. He used his teleport. He's giving a bit of vision. Chosen one getting chunked down there.
Yeah, the turtle has been taken, but I think Team MAAF, they're looking in for an engaged Sanguine Claws coming in, but I think both teams will just be initiating because there is no kickoff potential on hands of both of the teams at this point of the game.
So, I mean, meanwhile, the top lane, look at that, Phobius jumping in, Angry Cat going in with that.
Oh my god! AOG as well as the teleportation coming into play as well. Alpha trying to retreat, but I think Phobius barely surviving. A lot of pickoffs happening from that Jushin. Sanguine Cross connecting into the Alpha. He barely survives. Beatrix rotating to the top lane, trying to deal a little bit of damage, but in that team fight, no casualties. Both teams just retreated.
Yeah, I mean, they're just doing a lot of poking down on each other. Now, Hans here does spot out the Gatot. This may be just playing it a bit safe. Now, the Zushin, though, Zushin was really annoying, right? She's always picking up people and dropping them off. I think that's someone they want to focus on. Maybe definitely the Hans as well as Angry Cat. Just pick them off and then you have a GG. Meanwhile, the top lane getting flanked them. Madara caught out. And look at that, Hans as well getting chunked down with the Alpha.
Hans gets taken down by the taunting coming in from Gadot and Alpha with a great backup, and the execution is on point for the side of Team MAAF because they pushed the bot lane, they're pushing the top lane, and right now they're going to be focusing on the mid lane. If they just prioritize taking down turrets like this, they will have a lot of map control, Jinx.
Yeah, Ray, I told you, I jinxed it. 3-2, 3-2, let's go. I'm just kidding. I'm not supporting anyone. Executive is doing really good, but they are on the back foot for now. Marf really picking up the pace. They're going in for those invades. Zushin is being really annoying, and also Neo is getting farmed up right now. We're already into the mid game, and I think probably by now Neo is going to start dealing quite a bit of damage. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, we see him getting chunked down there. He is going to escape, but I think they might lose that bottom lane inhibitor in exchange for the turtle. But Chip uses up his portal, calls up his people. We're going to see a skirmish there, right?
Oh my god, the turtle fight. The portal has been used. AOG connecting into the turtle only. Hylos trying to deal damage with his slow second skill. Gatot, though, he's already climbing into people, but nothing much. The Zushin trying to being a nuisance with her lantern flare. And the turtle is up for the grabs. So far, conceal play also been used up in a really weird way, but Phobius might be trying to use up his demonic rush. Martin's secret retribution secures the turtle, secures Akatsuki on the kill. Juba also gets taken down, and who might be next on the chopping block? It is the Alpha. He's trying to retreat, but Angry Cat trying to zone out as much as possible, but he also has to retreat. Oh, look at the damage coming in from Sicilian, though. Willow gets taken down. Rawan killing spree. This is not looking good. Despite them having a little bit of map control, they lose out all of the team fights so far. And look at the damage coming in from Rawan. Oh my god, Jinx.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I don't know who I'm jinxing, right? I don't know who I'm actually targeting because I think my jinx is just falling on everyone at this point, right? Now I think we're going to go for a bit of a pause. Um, but Sarah, what do you think? What do you think is going wrong for MAAF? Because I think they had the advantage, they just went back and they lost the advantage so quickly.
Exactly, so Jinx, because like Team Executive, they started off so well. It was a 0-3 in their favor, and then Team MAF got one kill, and then Team MAF got a second kill, and it seemed like they were coming back just like that. And even during the team fight, especially that exact recent turtle fight, they started off so well, but then the Martyrs managed to secure two kills out of nowhere as well as the turtle. So it's like they're going forward two steps, but they're coming back three. That is exactly what's going wrong for the side of Team Mark. What do you say, Ray?
I mean, exactly. They were able to get the turrets first, so getting a little bit of map control. But I think they're underestimating Chip a little bit because in that team fight, it is happening like a brawl, right? They are losing HP left and right, coming in from Sicilian's damage as well as the stuns that are coming in from, Chip as well. So I think they have to take mind of that. And Angry Cat needs to be a little bit more present in the team fights because I think he's playing defensively, which I understand. As a mate, you want to save your position, but I think there's a little bit of lacking happening as well. But anyways, thank you, Sarah, for joining us and giving us your really valuable insight because I think that's true. They're going up 2 steps ahead, but coming back 3 steps back. And that is not looking good for them because as the game will progress towards the late phase, this game will go more on the hands of Team Executive Esports team.
That's true. I mean, Sarah with that cameo, right? Always love to see her. I'm gonna see them just poke each other out. Now, I was saying, I think, Ray, I was saying, Neo is farming up, right? He's dealing quite a bit of damage, but someone else is also dealing quite a bit of damage, and that's Ravan, right? He's just chunking them down. No one's really able to target him. Now, meanwhile, the Willow jumping onto the 4Vs. I'm going to see a 4v1 there, but look at that. The chosen one just sustained a lot of damage. Now Madara used up his flicker. Maybe he was trying to come in for the save just a bit too late. But they're going to be losing down that bottom lane inhibitor for that now. Like I was saying, right, what they need to focus on is Ravan, but there's no one who can actually catch him for now. Look at that. Where is Willow's lost.
Willow got lost. Indeed, the teleportation is coming into play. He gets immobilized. He might be next on the chopping block. He gets taken down. ARG is coming into Chip, but Martis is into the scene as well. He's getting melted down quite a lot by Angry Cat. Great damage coming in from Neo as well. And that is the thing that they have to control. They have to make sure Neo deals the most damage, but they do lose out on the bot lane though. The first turtle is up, both junglers down.
Lord. I mean, they're going to lose the Lord, I think, at this point if they don't rotate soon enough. But Martyrs is gone, so they have to wait it out for now. Like I said, right now, I think both teams are not able to target the correct people in those team fights, right? On the side of MAAF, you want to target Neo, maybe even chunk down Angry Cat, and on the side of Team Executive Esports is definitely Ravan you want to be focusing on now. That's what we're not seeing, right? Both teams don't really have that dive composition. MAAF does. They have the high lows, they have the gut out, but they're just not able to engage properly now. We're going to see Martis take his purple buff and maybe, no, we're going to see it given to Sicilion. I mean, I don't know. Okay, yeah, Sicilion gets it. Portal is used up, but Chip gets deleted.
Oh my god, their next Jing with that great upset because he gets the retribution. He secures the kill into Akatsuki as well. And they're forced to retreat. The decimation being used up. Sanguine pods also used, but no further casualties. Madara as well as Akatsuki will be taken down, but the Lord is on the hands. Oh my god, Willow is might be playing a little bit too aggressive because he gets taken down Ravan with a monster kill. This guy is definitely the Ravan of this game because he's not getting taken down. Perhaps he has 10 heads, we don't know. But the side of Tima, they have to make sure they target the Navi. But anyways.
So, I mean, now look at that. Gonna see Phoebus get chunked down. Really good pickup by Zoshan there. She's doing really good this game, but her team is just failing her at this point. I think Willow, I mean, I'm not sure where is he actually going right now. Meanwhile, the high lows, Akatsuki getting chunked down. They're trying to get him, and they manage to get him at the correct time, but they ignore the Lord completely. Maybe push down that mid lane inhibitor, get one turret at least. like I was saying, Ray, I mean, Willow is getting caught out, right? I mean, he's just way out in the open. He's alone. His team is not behind him. I think just a bit of miscommunication coming in from his side.
Yeah, I do agree, mainly because of the fact that MAAF, they're falling off really badly. And if they can't do anything about Rawan right now, who's on a 604, the amount of bounty that he has at this point of the game, and the stacks and the damage that he's probably has equipped as well, he's going to hit so hard that Willow is not going to be able to sustain it. Duba, maybe a little bit, but Hylos, not either, because he probably has a glowing one as well. So there's a lot of damage coming in. And the only one that can do something about that, I think Angry Cat and Duba has to make the play of their lives. Duba will have to dive in with an AOG. Angry Cat has to follow up with a flicker and throw Sicilian towards Neo. And that is the only possible solution that I really see. Because other than that, Sicilian has been playing quite safe.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I think Angry Cat as well as Duba, right? They need to come in with a wombo combo. I think that's what they need. Sorry, I had to sneeze. That's what they need to get get the advantage in those team fights. But who's really going to catch the Cecilia now? I don't see much from Hans this game around, but I bet is going to deal quite a bit of damage now. We see Chosen One here doing the recall. Meanwhile, the top lane, those minions are pushing in, and Neo has to go in to clear them out. Maybe chunk down a bit of that top lane inhibitor, and the Lord is going to come up in 15 seconds. It's going to be an enhanced Lord. It's probably going to walk in from the top lane. We're going to see a mid recall taunt coming in from all of them. They're going to stand in one line, but it's going to cause out with the AOG.
Oh my god, AOG is coming in as well as the teleportation as well. A lot of flickers and spells being used up, but the Sanguine Cross connecting it. The damage is way too much. Hans taking down, but Neo doing the same. Unstoppable on his hands. Beatrix trying to do a lot, but the damage is way too much. The sniper is connecting in, but he will be able to protect. Willow taken down quite low. A 1-for-1 trade. A jungler for a roamer. And I think, and this is why, ladies and gentlemen, no matter how confident you are, don't stay together and taunt your enemies. You might get ulted by a Gatot.
Yeah, just in your face, on top of you, right? All the time. That was just, I mean, I think the side of Team MAAF was like, you're getting just a bit too confident. Now, MAAF do still have the retribution. Willow is still up. Mart is going to come up soon, but look at Chip is there, right? I mean, you have Chip. He's going to just portal you in, and that's where it's going to cause problems. So I think it was just even exchange there. Now, meanwhile, the 4vs4 is getting caught out. 4 people.
Monster kill on the hands of Neo. The bats being used up by Sicilian as well, but he's getting taken down quite low. Duba uses up the AOG defensively. Great disengage tool, but oh my god. Beatrix, you gotta stay still, but the Revitalize is on time. And this might give a little bit of window, but no. Actually, Chosen One is down, so no. I don't think they will be competing for the Lord yet, Jinx.
Yeah, probably not. Maybe just wait it out. Meanwhile, though, Leslie has to run out of the VC. Nexin. I don't know how to pronounce it. Sarah pronounces it perfectly. I need to learn from her. Meanwhile, though, Hylos, look at that. He gets chunked down so fast. It's almost like he's not a tank. Like at this point, he's paper in front of that Hans.
Yeah, the Leslie's 2 damage. I think she hit around 6. Oh, look at the damage! Sicilian 50% HP down with 1 slash. That is not... Rawan, you can't be doing that. That is a tank, not a marksman. You can't do that. Look at the damage. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jinx.
Yeah, they're having a tough time. I mean, whoever goes in is gonna just get chunked down, right? Especially by the Sicilian hands as well, dealing a bit of damage. They're zoning them out slowly, steadily. But Martis is not there. They do have Chip. Madara, use up the portal, bro. Okay, he did.
Oh my god, the engage is here. Neo went in a little too aggressive because look at that. Mart is able to secure. Oh my god, shut down. Full 5 man.
Yeah.
Wiped out.
Yeah, now you can recall, like recall how much ever you want. There's no gut out. There's no one to surprise you from nowhere. I think this is a GG for the Surrey team executive esports. Now one more, I would say upset, right? I think a lot of people were rooting for MAAF, but executive esports showing us what they're capable of.
Oh my god. Is it really gonna go down like this? Because
Yeah, it's
oh
over. It's
my
over.
god. It's over. It's over, ladies and gentlemen, because Team Buff will be losing to a clean sweep by Team Executive Esports, who will be the ones going to the throne and representing the state of Arunachal Pradesh. Oh my god. New content, guys. New content. Get ready to be making those content because we'll be going back with another content creator as well. Sarah, we're happy to. I don't know. I don't want to say happy because what a match we just had.
Exactly so, Ray. And oh my god, that was a beautiful upset being performed by the side of Team Executive Esports. Oh, definitely something going on here, but Executive perfectly executed. Hats off from all of us. Team MAF, well done, but could have done better. But this will be it for them in the Northeast Cup, and Team Executive takes away the victory to the top 10 Swiss bracket, representing none other than Arunachal Pradesh, one of the biggest Northeast states out there.
What a
And
match.
Jinx, like, what would you say? Like, in the last game, Executive was seemed to be dominating left and right. Like, what exactly went right for them?
Right? And they got the chip. There was no one to actually counter the Sicilian. Leslie as well, she locked in, right? I mean, mid to late game, they were Sicilian as well as Leslie were chunking down Akatsuki and Duba just back to back. They just could not engage. It really hurt them, I think. It was just sad to see. I mean, I was hoping Marv showed us a 3-2, but what to say? I mean, Executive really showed us what they're capable of.
Absolutely so. And Team Executive is like one of those underdog teams. They can come up from scratch and build themselves up so well. And that is exactly what we saw today. And it was an absolute clean sweep coming in from their side. And even in the game in which Willow and his team seem to be dominating them, they completely turned the tides of that game with just a few wild charge plays, especially Madara and Chosen One. And Ray, please just add in whatever you have to say.
I am a little speechless because, I really thought things would be jinxing the side of Executive Esports, and we might at least see a game number 4 maybe. But oh my God, like, I mean, if you think about it, the side of Team Executive Esports, they did have the chip, they did have the focus, but those are the like two good heroes. Cecilian and Leslie, they both were very somehow they made it work. They made things work twice, and that is an absolute amount of like that is huge. Like they just were the better team. Overall, the macro was on their hands, the micro was on their hands, the map control, despite going on the hands of Team Map a little bit, he had it under the control. And Rawan, what a mage, man. He didn't get even taken down even once. Great positioning. And I was doubting the Martis. Even, I mean, Jinx, we both were doubting, but they proved us again wrong. They made the Martis work. Like, I'm looking forward to this team in the like Swiss bracket because they surprise all of us. Like I know we've had other teams being defeated as well, but that was like BO1, right? BO1, BO3, but a best of 5. This is an insane level of feat, and I think Executive Esports will be looking forward to them because I think they have a lot more surprise to bring us, and they're just holding in the potential because somehow they were recalling 5 men in front of a gato. That is the level of confidence I want to have in my exams. But anyways,
Definitely, and those recalls maps, like they did pay for it once though, but towards the end, it just felt so worth it to see Executive Esports just come out superior on top. Team Marv, though, I would definitely say that was a beautiful effort coming in from their side in all of the three games, but something just felt off about them, their synergy, their execution. It just felt a bit off as compared to that of Executive Esports. So, with that, I think this will be the concluding moment for this series. But viewers, we have something special for you guys. Do not go anywhere. The epic skin raffle is still on in the live chat. Just follow up the mechanics and join in the giveaway for one epic skin, and the winners will be announced soon. So don't go anywhere. This would be me, your host Sarah, alongside Jinx and Ray, and we'll be taking our leave.
Bye bye. Ooh.
Hi guys, I'm so excited to tell you that I just received my cosplay outfit. I am so excited for the Naughty's Cup. Also, just to let you know that the prize money for Mobile Legends cosplay event is 25,000.
What? 25,000?
Yeah.
Like for real, 25,000?
Yeah.
Guys, I got Rumi's outfit, so now the 25,000 is mine.
Guys, I'm running away. I got my stuff. And don't forget that the Naughty's Cup land prize is $3,000. See you guys. I'm in danger. Okay.
What about 2 lakh plus diamonds?
Yeah, the 2 lakh plus diamonds also. Bye.
Hey there, legends! The Naughty's Cup is coming up, and I've got something special planned just for you. Curious about what I'll be wearing? I'm not giving it away just yet, but I might drop in a little hint if you're paying attention. And if you really want to know, follow me on Instagram for the inside scoop. But be ready, because I don't make it easy. Follow now and get ready for the ultimate reveal at the Naughty's Cup. See you there.
A thought to miss you, another to hate. Umbrella, show us what you've got. The umbrella is yang, the human is yin. Akuryo Taisan. Curse simply it seems that
निविया सॉफ्ट में है 2x ज्यादा मॉइस्चराइजर्स, विटामिन ई और जोजोबा, जो दे मुझे फ्रेश और ग्लोइंग स्किन। चुटकी में निविया सॉफ्ट फॉर फ्रेश एंड ग्लोइंग स्किन।
10 grams protein as in 2 cups of dal.
Max protein snacking मतलब no cheating.
आई थिंक ख़त्म हो गया स्ट्रीम। ख़त्म हो गया क्या? रुको चेक करते हैं। शिव तांडव स्तोत्र बज रहा था, लॉल। हॉरर के अलावा कोई कॉमेडी मूवी देखना हो तो बोलो, मेरे पास है। अच्छा, कौन सी है? आई थिंक हो गया अभी। हो गया हो गया हो गया हो गया। रुको एक मिनट।
Welcome to a video about mobile.
हो गया गाइस। कल डाकू सेना का है, डाकू सेना और ABM का है। ठीक है, चलो ठीक है गाइस, मैं स्ट्रीम एंड करती हूँ। मेरे आने तक तो ख़त्म हो गया सब। सो मिलते हैं गाइस आप लोगों से हम कल की लाइव स्ट्रीम में। तब तक के लिए डू लाइक, शेयर, कमेंट एंड सब्सक्राइब टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल। बाय बाय, गुड नाइट, स्वीट ड्रीम्स, टेक केयर, बाय गाइस। चलो बाय बाय बाय। एक मिनट एंड कर देती हूँ, सॉन्ग लगा देता है। आज मेरी हालत पतली हो गई भाई, 4 बजे से स्ट्रीम कर रही हूँ मैं।